Oh, god dang it. My freaking mic was muted. Curses. Okay, welcome, guys. Let me know when you can see me. That happens so often. One day I'll be professional. One day. But not today. But not today. Okay, welcome, guys. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm excited to see what goes down today. I've heard this chapter is pretty crazy. I think we got like 2 more streams for this game, maybe. Well, at first somebody was like, it's 10 hours long, and I was like, oh, crap. But I think I saw somebody else say it was like 4 or like 5, so I was like, yeah, that's pretty standard. So I think we should be able to beat it probably next stream. Don't know about this stream, because I got some plans to get to after this. But yeah, I think we should beat it next stream, though, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, I guess. And thank you, guys. Thank you for always supporting me on my birthday. It means so much. Just so somebody, they were like, Weeby doesn't look a day over 210. God, that means the world to me, you know, since I am 11,307. Yeah, I think that's the number, right? Okay, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, evening, day, citizens. 'Tis I, your grace, the quartering duke, still without any past felonies on my record. Oh, and I heard the other guy who has my voice died. Oh, so sad. It's all good, though. You guys still got me. It's like Renegade never died. Or went to Mexico or whatever. I've been live casting this quarter for days now, but sadly the next installment will be our last. Soon I'll be back to normal dukehood. Oh, thank you, Sniffy Whiffy. When is Peanut's birthday, Weeby? You know, it's actually like in July, because we got him like, I think when he was like 9 weeks old, so we were trying to figure out like how far back. I think we got him in like September, but we narrowed down the date, and it's like somewhere in July. I think maybe like beginning of July, actually. Oh, he's such a growing boy. Oh, Peanut's so cute. That's why I was a little late, because I was trying to brush him, actually, because he's shedding like crazy right now. And thank you, Nightmare Nick 007, the final chapter. Whoop whoop. I know, I'm excited. And thank you, Makaro Kiba, for being a member as well. I'm so hyped for this. Me too. I'm so excited to see what happens. And a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. Soon I'll be back to normal dukehood. For our momentous final episode, I'll discuss the talk of the town. Those obsessive stalkers of mine, the Detective Alliance. Oh, why are they so obsessed with me? Losers. They're seen as heroes online, with folks touting them as defenders of justice. But who are they? Really? You're dying to know, eh, loyal viewers? I mean, we already got the Diabolic Detective. He was sketch. He was pretty sketch. I don't really put it past the others to have a bad background as well. I guess that could be why he's like kind of going after us too. The Detective Alliance in general, the whole concept is just sketchy. I don't know. But, or I don't know. I don't think they're as good as they lit on. So maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm with a quartering duke right now. But you know, there's obviously some people like Techie and Bookworm. I think they're good. You know, also since they're only like 12, so it's kind of hard to do anything super evil in that span of time. To put it simply, they're what shit shits out. Their criminal organization was formerly another, once sanctioned to investigate the dayless night. It may seem hypocritical, but their evil sickens me. 10 years ago, they kidnapped children for human experiments to artificially create exceptional detectives, such as the famed Ideal Detective. Okay, so you actually like, I don't know, I kind of thought, I remembered like a long time ago, so y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they said something about like, the Quartering Duke was like inspired by the dude who like, well, I don't know, I get kind of confused with these older cases. Maybe if I look at like the roster or like the lexicon, that's what I wanted. But like, wasn't there somebody who was inspired by, did that have to do with the Dayless Night? Or was that just was that like a different case? According to the Renegade, this criminal organization formed from the successors, from the successors of Lucifer. I thought the Duke was inspired by Lucifer. No further details. Renegade says that he, Downtown, and the Duke are all members. Wait, okay. According to Renegade Detective, this criminal organization formed from successors to Lucifer, the most nefarious criminal in history, as well as a mastermind behind the Dayless Night. Okay, so I was trying to make sure I remember that right. There were no further details, but Renegade says that he, Downtown, and the Duke are all members. I guess they're all members of like an anti-Dayless Night. I don't fucking know. I too was subjected to the horrors, okay, of the secret police, the DA's precursor, and gained superhuman powers. Then I waited a decade to exact revenge. My superhuman power was that I got a sexy voice, as you can all tell. I guess, I'm trying to think. I'm like, who else was involved? Because we already know, oh shit. We already know that, you know, Ideal was involved, I was involved. And then, you know, obviously Diabolical, but he was like on the opposite side. Then Renegade too, but I don't fucking know. There's somebody else who was involved. I'm trying to think of who else is old enough among our group to be involved. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody else who's like 16. Oh, wait. What's his face? you know his face. Why can't I think of his name? Doleful. Okay. That kind of does make him seem suspicious for going, because I feel like, you know, Bookworm's too young, Techie's too young. Doleful was the same age as us, though. Then Gourmet's probably too old to have been experimented on. Same with Posh. So out of the people alive, unless somebody like fake their death, but I don't know, just a thought. When the opportunity finally came, your Grace made meticulous plans to annihilate them all. Plans which I'm carrying out as we speak. I'm sure their HQ is a very picture of chaos right about now. Ah, just the thought of it strikes my heart like breaking a vase. Ah, makes me tingle. Oh wait, that's another guy's thing. What, don't buy it? Yeah, fine, I get it. Seeing is believing. Thankfully, your Grace resides in reality. So now I'm scrambling around their HQ. In our next installment, I promise to present you with the emotionally riveting and exceptionally damning evidence I found there. Unless he's lying, I saw somebody say that. I guess there's like I guess there's a chance of that, but I feel like I don't really know why he would lie about that, and it does make pretty good motivation to want to get revenge on the Detective Alliance as well. This is the moment where the heroes of justice become the foulest villains in this world the world has ever known. Best entertainment ever. Am I right? To all the ladies and gentlemen of the Alliance tuning in, if you hope to stop your Grace, then I invite you to do so. Not that you'll be able to. There's about to be drama. We finally received word from headquarters. They urged all the detectives still remaining on the island not to investigate any further. Attached to the message is a video of the Quartering Duke's latest irreverent broadcast. Why include this video? Could this mean the Duke's on the island with us right now? It seems pretty likely. That's the most obvious reason they'd request us to stop investigating. Either that, pretty please stop investigating, come on, please. Either that or the HQ has gotten their hands on some important intel. What kind of intel exactly? What would make them go out of their way to stop us from investigating like this? I believe this message came directly from the founding detective, Vidot Q, the Alliance's institutor and highest ranking detective. It's utterly devoid of humanity, as per usual, to think he didn't even include a single word of concern for those of us remaining. Okay, she thinks it's Vidot Q, that's the Duke. So what shall we do now? Judging by the live cast, it's possible that the Duke is among us. It may be in our best interest not to be hasty, the girl said sourly. Oh, you're already catching on to it. I didn't think that they would really kind of catch on to it that quickly. Yeah, it's serious enough for HQ to contact us, so they must have a good reason. I'm trying to think, too. I'm like, how long did these experiments last for? I don't know if we really have, like, a whole lot of information on that. Because I feel like that could also potentially... Because I'm like, if Bookworm... I don't want to suspect Bookworm or a Techie at all. But if, like, you know, if they went on for, like, years and years, then maybe I could see them potentially being the Quartering Duke as well. But if it only happened for, like, a year or two, then I feel like Doleful's the most, you know, prime suspect. You know what I mean? What's the age with these guys? Do I know their age yet? 12 years old. Okay, so we're like 16. Yeah, 11. It's like 16. Or no, wait, we're like 17, I think. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's like a 5-year difference. I feel like, I mean, I guess they could have gotten experimented on later, or there could have been younger participants, but they would have been really young. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's serious enough for HQ to contact us, so they must have a good reason. Even so, we can't sit idly by. Let's keep up the search like we planned. I guess, I don't know, I feel like the only person that doesn't make sense to be suspected at all is Gourmet, maybe? How old is she? I don't know. I want to say like 26 or 27, but with anime, you never know. She could be like 18 for all I fucking know. But she looks like, I feel like she should be like mid-20s, but I feel like, I don't know. Because I think Posh is only like 20? Did I get her? I got her thing, so I got her age on here. 21, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's like 4 years. So if we were experimented on when we were like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then she would have been like 12, so that kind of rings out too. I do feel like Doleful has the closest thing to like, well, Doleful and Bookworm have the closest thing to like, well, I mean, Techie's also kind of got superhuman powers, but I feel like Doleful's and Bookworm's powers are more like eccentric or like otherworldly. Like Techie, I could see him just being a really smart kid. So we can't sit idly by. Let's keep up the search like we planned. Oh, true to form, my #1 subordinate. A most excellent remark. We've no obligation to obey their orders. Come now, let us resume our investigation. Yeah, the kind of timeline for the Dayless Night's a bit vague. I guess they do that on purpose so you can't narrow it down. Will that really be okay? The girl asked in full earnest. Oh, why, of course, and naturally, Vidot Q may be a remarkable detective, but as a person, he's outright heartless. We've lost so many allies, yet we're expected to stand by and twiddle our thumbs. Poppycock, I say. I guess she just kind of thinks that Vidocq, like, she think he was pretending to be the Duke to send that message, so we just, like, stand still. I kind of thought Vidocq, didn't he, like, leave the thing? I'm with Posh on this. As it stands, our experiences on this island hold far too many unresolved questions. For example, why bother summoning us detectives here to begin with? Why didn't the staff at Snarks resist the attack? And who actually killed senior detective? They're like, wait, who is that? I have never heard that name before in my life. The old guy, you know, who started at the beginning? Oh, I was like, I feel like they just put that on the back burner so hard. Like everybody else's murder, we solved immediately. But Senior, they were like, who gives a crap about the old guy? He was about to die. He was about to die any minute anyways. He was ancient. The Alliance can tell us no as many times as they want. We have to keep moving forward for the sake of all those we've lost. And Senior. Okay, let's cool our heads a bit. Gourmet approaches the group, carrying a tray with enough soup for everyone. Enthusiasm is good, but not when we're running on empty. With a new phase of our investigation underway, why don't we refuel first? Good point. Thanks, Gourmet. Oh my, is this Ryujin brand? I simply adore their Matsutake soup. Itzy, I found some bread too. Let me go toast it. In the meantime, feel free to have a bowl and warm yourselves up. We graciously accept the meal, helping ourselves to the soup as we lounge on the lobby sofas. The mushroom flavor is pungent, blending in nicely with the bonito flakes and kombu broth. A pleasant feeling envelops my tired body. How'd she make such a good meal in this back rooms area? My mind starts wandering. Either that or I must really be spent. The way my eyes start to droop. But then I notice the other slump. Right when I'm like, I suspect everybody except Gourmet. Did she fucking poison us? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, did she drink any? Look around incompetent before you go to sleep. Then I notice the other, god dang it, somebody's gonna die, dude. I feel like a lot of people are gonna die this chapter, but that's just a theory. A game theory. But then I notice the other slumped against the sofas, already sound asleep. I forgive her though, because she's hot. Wait, what? Don't fucking tell me. An alarm bell goes off in my head, but nonetheless, my consciousness remains unroused as my eyelids grow heavier still. Oh, there she is. Through my hazy field of vision, I spot Gourmet in the distance. This is just going to make me simp for her worse, you know? Simp for her even more. Can only vaguely make out her expression, but even so, I feel an intensity about her that I've never seen before. You drugged the soup? How could you? Sorry, incompetent. That's fucking ominous. And this too is for the greater good. Good. Ooh, the fade out. Those are the last words I hear before my consciousness fades to nothing. Oh, shit. She's gonna kill Posh and be like, she was kind of annoying. It's for the greater good. Okay. Oh, God. Somebody's totally dead. Was the elevator open before? I thought it was open before. Am I just a Lulu? I awake with my head in agony. It seems I keeled over and passed out on the sofa. My arm is still numb and asleep. With a start, I immediately recall what happened just prior. Oh, right, Gourmet. Why did you put us asleep with that soup? Give me a chance to explain. Oh, you're still here? Really? Gourmet is seated on the sofa opposite of me, wearing her usual gentle smile. The other detectives gradually come to, probably thanks to all my yelling. She just wanted to investigate something while we, weren't aware. I thought I was gonna wake up and, we were all gonna be separated. We were gonna find a dead body and all that. But that's my tuna salad, huh? Where's my sandwich? A pain from the moment she awakens. Give me a break, the girl grumbled as she rubbed her groggy eyes. Come on, I thought you were gonna kill Posh while we were asleep. It was a perfect opportunity. Why did I fall asleep? Why does my chest feel all funny? Eek, isn't this one of those collars? Girl, what the fuck? Okay, does she just not trust us? She put oh my god, she put the head exploding collars on us. These collars that Renegade was wearing? Ah, Dee, spot on, Doffel. Such a smart guess. You make your big sister so proud. Ah, shit. Following suit, I inspect my own chest and find a device similar to... Oh my god, girl, really? Even on the children? Unlike the one Renegade had used on Posh, this particular device seems much harder to remove. I helped myself to Renegade spoils and attached some colors onto you while you were dozing away. When I borrowed Incompetent's D-pad and sent a command, so they'll detonate after 2 more entries. Jesus Christ! Why are you doing this? Don't tell me you're the quartering Duke. I don't know what you're thinking, but even if you collared us, it's pointless when you've no means of issuing the remaining commands. Incompetent is the only authorized observer at present. We never recovered Ideal or her D-pad, and the electrocution shorted out workaholics. Without their requisite command, these collars are mere accessories, an empty threat. Actually, you're wrong. It wasn't Ideal. Oh, really? What? But I thought hers just issued out automatically because she died. Unless she's not. I'm just kidding. Unless she's not dead. Oh, man. I just want that theory to be true. Hey, buddy. What's up, little man? You want to say hi to the stream, Peanut? Where you go? Where you go, Peanut? Oh, my goodness. What's up, buddy? Hey, buddy. Say hi. Actually, you're wrong. It wasn't Ideal who issued the command to Renegade. It was me. Twist. What? I blurred out in spite of myself. It's true. We had just assumed Holmes was an observer, but never found any evidence proving that. Okay, so they just assumed that. My bad. To think Gourmet had been one all along. I see you guys flipping out about the blood in the background. That's Renegade's blood, I'm pretty sure. I think Gourmet had been one all along. You want to go back? Okay, he wants to go back in my closet. During Pride Month, no less. Okay, little buddy, I'll let you back in there. It's okay. It's okay, Peanut. I'll let you back in there. Okay, buddy. How about it? You're so cute. Sorry, Peanut was demanding my assistance. That moment, the device on my chest beeps, as if to mock my revelation. Hear that. That was your caller receiving a new command. As you can see, I am indeed an observer, authorized to issue them as I please. Okay. And just one more command, and you'll all go to boom! If my heart stops and pulls... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. She's so dead. Oh, she's so dead, dude. Oh, man. That's a death flag if I've ever seen it. You know, her acting all, evil now does make it to where she's not the quartering duke. So I think I was right because it's too obvious now. It's too obvious now for her to actually be the quartering duke. So I'm going to take that as a dub. Also, pretty girl acting evil. I'm also going to take that as a dub. Just one more command and you'll all go boom. If my heart stops and pulls that final trigger. God dang it, keep doing that. It's curtains for everyone. Eek, why would you do something so... Being an observer means you hold an executive position in the Alliance, like Workaholic did. Are you hearing orders from HQ by any chance? From Alliance headquarters. Don't be yes. Excellent guess, Techie. That's exactly right. Yep, same as Ideal and Workaholic. I'm involved with the DA's management. I'm more or less the coordinator of our anti-Duke conference here. My role was simple, to blend into the group, weed out anyone suspicious, and restrain them if needed. No killing involved, unlike Workaholic. Okay. But why were you a coordinator? Did you already suspect the quartering duke was one of us? Yep, exactly. Barring a few exceptions, each member here possesses special abilities and would have been below age 10 at the time of the experiments. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I was doing too. Like at the beginning of the stream, just trying to like narrow it down. I was like, yeah, everybody besides her does fit, kind of, you know? Since the vague timeline that I know of. According to our past data, there was no doubt the Duke was among the group of detectives who were brought to this island. How can you be so confident that the quartering duke is part of the Alliance? The girl asked. Good question. It's because without fail, every location where the duke's victims were found had been previously investigated by the DA. Okay. What? Still, there were no commonalities between the members dispatched to those areas, leaving us with nothing that linked to the duke directly. Okay, that's the whole reason they brought us here in the first place. I guess that makes more sense why they invited a bunch of children. You know? I guess we'll see about that. But like, you know, just a thought, because I was like, why is everybody who's like, why is the greatest detective agency in the world like full of like teenagers and like children, you know what I mean? But I guess it kind of makes more sense if they wanted to bring together a lot of like the younger people who could potentially be like suspects of the Duke and then have like these kind of people scattered throughout. Yeah, I guess that does make sense because Armor, I think, also would have been in that age range. Same with Ideal. But yeah. Why would you keep such an important fact to yourself the whole time? To avoid causing a commotion. Vague, inconclusive intel can only lead to an unnecessary chaos, right? If you've learned without a doubt that the Duke was among us, all hell would break loose. During that first case with Senior, I was afraid that the Duke's presence in our group would be brought to light, but Ideal's follow-up came to rescue. That's true enough. We'd already been jumping at our own shadows. Had we started pointing fingers, our teamwork would have crumbled. Oh, thank you, New World Shalik. I love your content, Weeby. How excited are you for Raincoat? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yes, it's coming out so soon. I do plan on streaming it right after it releases. I'm actually, okay, so funny story. I'm actually gonna be on vacation like the day it releases, but I'm gonna be back, I think. Or maybe I'm traveling back home the day it releases. It's something weird like that, but I will be streaming it like within a day or two of it releasing. I'm super excited for Raincoat. And yeah, I think we're going to finish this just in time for its release as well. But yeah, I'm super excited. And thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. Which is exactly why Psyche suggested that the Duke could have still been lurking in the manor. I'm grasping at the situation now, but what's the deal with these callers? Are you really going to obey HQ's orders and force us to wait here until backup arrives? Don't worry, incompetent. I'm actually just the opposite. Okay. I was kind of thinking, well, it'd be interesting since I'm the only other observer, right? So it's me and her. So I figure I might be the only one she trusts, you know what I mean? So she wants to work with me to like determine who is actually the Duke among the others. I can see that. Come again? We're ignoring HQ's orders. We have 1 day until backup arrives. So let's root out that quartering Duke. But if we fail, I'm taking all of you down with me. Oh, shit! I'm not letting the quartering Duke off this island, even if it costs me my life and all the lives of you children. Okay, well, fuck you too. What do you mean by that? She intends to detonate these collars if it's the last thing she does, the girl says, glaring daggers at gourmet detective. Damn, that's wild. I kind of get why, because I don't know, man. It's like, I get why, because he has been so elusive and he is going to kill so many people otherwise, but still, man. I misjudged you before. What reason is there to resort to such drastic measures? It isn't as if we would run or hide. Why not explain the situation rather than threaten us outright? The girl questioned angrily. It's still messed up. I get it, but it's still really messed up. Sorry, Bookworm. I don't feel that alone would cut it. You taught me something before, incompetent. Me? What was it? Oh shit, the crazy eyes! Never waver in my convictions. Ever since losing Rowdy, I vowed to kill the Duke. No matter what the cost. Oh, girl! Okay. Adding you to my simplest. I mean, you were already on it, but the crazy eyes. Oh, shit. Gourmet cracks a smile even colder than ice. The lights left her eyes. As her mouth curls upward, she looks almost crazed. Oh, yeah, she was really close with Rowdy, too, so I can see that. Truth is, Workaholic contacted me via the D-pad on your first night in the underground research facility. He asked me to send a command to Renegade's collar. Okay. I complied at once. There was a decent chance Renegade was the Duke. Plus, he was ultimately responsible for Rowdy's death. So fuck that guy. That makes sense. Only reason Workaholic was in such a sorry state when he died is because I had to punish the one who actually committed the deed, of course. So it's you, girl! Oh! Girl, why kill the hot guy, though? Come on. She admits these horrific facts like it's nothing. She always seems so serene. I'm shocked by the brutality lurking beneath the facade. Jesus Christ! Thank you, Atro Byron's VR. What is this game about? This is the first vid? No, there's a playlist, actually. I would look at that, so... The first vid, gosh, it was like a couple of months ago, but this is like, I would leave the stream if you haven't seen the rest of it, because there's going to be a lot of spoilers. We're on the final chapter, but this is part like 9, I think, of it. So I would just look at my channel or look for the playlist. It should be in the playlist section, you know what I mean? But thank you for the donation, appreciate you. Is that, it's the Lorax avatar, by the way. I'm still having nightmares from all the Onceler art I saw of Heartless Deceit. She missed these horrific facts like it's nothing. I'm shocked. She always seems so serene. I'm shocked by the brutality lurking beneath the facade. Why are you going to such extremes? Rowdy, she wouldn't have wanted this. Yes, I know. But this is for my own satisfaction. She wasn't a candidate for being the Duke, but when she asked to come, I couldn't say no. I brought her to morgue. So now I've got to repent however I can. And more than anything, though, I want to prevent another dayless night incident from occurring. Prevent another dayless night incident? That's right, Renegade did mention you were a victim of it yourself. But how is that related? Oh, she was victim too? Oh, tell God, there's so much information, I can't. I keep forgetting. Thank you, Someone Unknown. You said you stemmed for Workaholic more than Gourmet because of his crazy sprites. Here's Gourmet's... I know, she's like, I'm sorry, Weepy, for killing your husband, but also... I'm hot. I got crazy sprites too. Come on, sim for me. You got me, girl. You got me, girl, already. Thank you, Someone Unknown, for the donation. Appreciate it. So you knew. Yep, that's right. I still haven't been able to forget how tragic it all was. Due to the terrorist attack that day, I wound up pinned down under the rubble for about half a month? Half a month? How are you walking? Holy shit. I survived by eating dirt, rubber, iron, anything. Everyone else trapped with me had died, and even now my stomach still pings with constant hunger. No wonder you're so obsessed with food. Never again. I won't accept another disaster like that, robbing people of their freedom to eat with relish. We can't allow tragedy to repeat itself. So, oh shit. Alright, get all intense again. So under no circumstances am I letting the Duke off this fucking island. Who cares what HQ has to say? I'm finding him and you're all going to help. Gourmet dons a deadly serious expression. Yet in spite of that, Pasha Pier approaches her meekly. As I wonder what she means to do. You're gonna slap her? Yeah, basically. Snap out of it! She slapped her! Posh forcefully smacks Gourmet across the face. This is not time to be stating the obvious. Posh. We were already determined to risk our lives in pursuit of the Duke without your orders. Even going so far as to accessorize us so crudely. You busybody, you. That's Posh for you. We all have been cowed by Gourmet's intimidating aura, but now we can't help ourselves from laughing. It's just you laughing. Posh is absolutely right. I said so too, didn't I? From the moment we received HQ's orders, I had no intention of following them. You made your resolve crystal clear, Gourmet. Let's corner the Duke before our time runs out by any means necessary. It's kind of rude to install the bomb on us and shit, but whatever. I guess we'll just get over that. I get where you're coming from, Gourmet, but these callers are dangerous. We don't even know for sure that the Duke is here. You think it's someone else? Can another person still be on this island? It's possible, not to mention, someone we thought had died could still be alive, right? I'm trying to think. Oh god, I kind of hate to say it, but I feel like Armor would be the one to make the most sense to still be alive. Because we didn't really, like, see him, like, die, I guess. Because that pit that he fell down, it was just kind of, like, endless or whatever, right? Or even if we heard, like, a thud, I feel like, you know, he could have gone into a secret little hideout. I don't want to distrust Armor. I know the chat's going to roast me for this. I don't want to distrust him. I think he's pure and amazing and wonderful. I don't think he would be the quartering Duke, but I do feel like out of all the characters who have died, he's kind of the most easily fake death, because I feel like all these other ones we saw, like, we saw Ideal get slashed, we saw her ghost, Renegade's head exploded. Like, you know what I mean? Mystic got skewered, Workaholic got electrocuted. I feel like all these other ones would be pretty hard to fake, you know, compared to him. If he's alive, we can fix him. Exactly, see? I'm being hopeful. Even if he's evil, who cares? He might still be alive. There's the quartering Duke we're talking about. We shouldn't be surprised by any unexpected twists. It's that fucking old man. Well, god dang it. It can't be the old man. Because he said he got experimented on. Okay, what if the old man has been lying about his age the whole time? He's actually 16, or maybe there was a previous dayless night. You know, there was the, what would be like the nightless night that took place in the 20s. And that was when the senior got experimented on, and now he's the quartering Duke, and he wants to avenge himself from the nightless night and also the dayless night victims. That's what it is. He's still my #1 suspect. Okay, Weeby, kind of Delulu. As Doleful Detective stated, your actions have been far too risky, the girl said with a sigh of exasperation. He's actually 12 years old. Yes, I knew it. He was lying about his age the whole time. Whatever, I won't stop suspecting him. I don't care what the game says. I don't care if Armor reveals himself as the Duke. It's still Senior. But I'm glad you revealed your true nature. Something about you seemed off. Let's continue our search until the end, Gourmet. You guys, I expected as much, but it seems we're all in agreement. I'll help too, Gourmet. I won't let you or anybody else die. In light of that, though, will you share whatever you can tell us about the Duke? You got it. Sorry for tricking you all. I get a little crazy sometimes. As I said, there's no doubt the Duke was among the detectives called to this meeting. Records from the secret police's experiments confirm this much. Title aside, their gender is unknown. No photos of them remain, and they've likely had cosmetic surgery. Oh. Seeing as even the Workaholic only recognized Renegade. I guess that makes sense, because yeah, that would be kind of weird if Workaholic didn't recognize anybody else, you know? So essentially, you know absolutely nothing. Easy now. That was probably the reason this meeting was called into order in the first place. Exactly, incompetent. We have very few leads to go off. So suffice to say, I'm also on edge. I don't know why HQ ordered it. Oh, god damn it. Why is this all making Armor seem so fucking suspicious, dude? Because he was in a suit the whole time. Damn it! So damn, dude. Why am I suspecting Armor so much now? God damn it. I hate it here. But also, I guess that still means he's alive, but he was like the only one who was like consistently covering his face. He was the only one who died in a way that I feel like would be easy to like kind of fake, you know what I mean? Oh God. Oh God. Oh man, would that mean like his whole personality was an act? That's so sad if that's the case, but I don't know, man. I kind of thought we would see his face before he died, but we never really saw it. Oh God. I don't know why HQ ordered we stop, but I refuse to sit idly by, even if it means threatening you all. I had to keep this investigation over. If we're looking for clues, maybe we can start there, said the girl, pointing outside. What outside? I follow her pointer finger and finally come to a vital realization. Oh yeah, thank you, Bree. You always write it so eloquently. I'll pin your message. Thank you. Thank you, bestie. That black SPX near the heliport is gone. Oh, weird. Yeah, we should be able to look around outside now, correct? Yeah, looking out, Bookworm. Good looking out, Bookworm. We can always count on you. The girl chuckled, puffing out her chest with pride. Oh, did he get stabbed in the chest too? I kind of forgot about that part. I guess there's that part. But I do feel like there's something about not seeing his face. But we'll see. We'll see. I know Chad is very upset with me right now. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Janae Nicole. Delulu Weeby is the best Weeby. Thank you so much. I'm always Delulu. That's my secret. I'm like the Hulk, but with being Delulu. Oh, I'm dead. Thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate you. And the girl chuckled, puffing out her chest with pride. It's still light out, so we shouldn't be caught off guard. Yeah, I'm not sensing any threats at the moment either. We should be safe if we head out now. With how massive that SBX is, we should notice it first, but nevertheless, let's keep a close watch on our surroundings, shall we? Where are we headed first? Oh no, Peanut. He's got the sniffles recently. You good, Peanut? You got allergies? Is it not obvious? Posh lets out a sigh before continuing. Our first priority is recovering Ideal's body. She's a lady after all. Leaving her exposed to the elements is unthinkable. It'd be kind of weird if her body disappeared. I feel like I could definitely see that being the case. Why, pray tell, is your jaw agape? No, it's just that you're not usually so thoughtful. It was a little shocking is all. You may be a fool, but you're surprisingly empathetic, though a fool regardless, said the girl, offering Posh her highest praise. Beg a pardon? Who's calling who a fool? You fool. It totally slipped my mind. Psyche has been out there ever since she was dismembered. Oh, God. Yeah, I was like, her body's got to be in a really bad state. She is probably in a terrible state, considering that it's been over a week, but I still want to give her a proper burial. Not out of professional obligation, but because she's my friend. I feel like, yeah, Posh was kind of close to her, too, so it makes sense she would be worried about her. Thanks, Posh. I'll lend a hand, too. It'd make me happy if we could keep Ideal's body safe until backup arrives. Oh, and Calvin, you're such a dumbass. No trouble at all. We will fetch her at once. Now follow my lead, everyone. I think her body's totally disappeared, though. I just want to say that. With Posh at the forefront, we waste no time exiting the research facility. I made some good allies in the end, Psycho. I'm sorry for being so reckless, but come what may, I swear to avenge you. Okay, I guess we're just saying her name now. It's whatever. I guess she's dead, so you know. 22 hours until our caller is dead. They're just gonna auto-detonate? Did I miss that? Oh, it's been far too long. The blue skies, the warmth of the sun, the cool summer breeze caressing my skin. How wonderfully refreshing. Posh, you might want to keep your voice down. Going outside excites her this much. She may as well be a dog, the girl quipped, sighing with disgust. I do feel like it'd be really nice to go outside after being locked in a building for God only knows how long. Nevertheless, Posh takes the lead, laughing in high spirits as we walk out of the building. It's our first time outside in about a week. While Posh's behavior may seem over the top, I honestly feel like jumping for joy myself. I'm sure the others must feel the same way. They've all got some much needed color in their faces compared to when we were in the facility. 'Cause I feel like it's, I don't know, I get like kind of like cooped up, you know. I don't know, I feel like claustrophobic almost if I'm like inside for too long. So God, if I was inside for like a week straight, ugh, that'd be rough. Hey buddy, you okay, Peanut? I don't know, has anybody else's cats get allergies? Peanut's been like sniffling a lot or sneezing. You okay, buddy? Come on, Peanut. You wanna come over here? I'll give you pets. He's okay, probably. He seems fine otherwise. He's just been sneezing a lot. Okay, yeah, I'm not sensing that black SPX. Maybe it's circling the manor like it was when we first got here. All right, then let's follow the mountain path up ahead and search for Holmes's body. Sniff, sniff. Smells like it rained a bit ago. That must be why the ground has some give to it. My wheels are spinning in place. Would anybody mind giving me a push? Sure, no problem. Leave it to your big sis. Didn't expect the final chapter to be us on the outside, finally. Gourmet pushes Tucky's chair happily as they continue onward together. Nice. I wondered what would become of our team, but it seems all the commotion with the callers earlier hasn't affected things too much. Even so, Gourmet is resolute. If backup arrives, we can finish our investigation. I think she's serious about detonating these callers. No matter what it takes, we need to find a clue to the Duke's true identity before that time arrives. Okay, I guess she's just going to detonate it in 22 hours, because I didn't think that she had set like an auto detonation or something. We keep our eyes peeled as we head towards the mountain road, but to no avail. Peanut. Before long, we arrive at the fateful path where we fought off the black SPX. 1 week ago in this very spot, Psycho was. God, it's only been a week. Ugh. But it's not there. Hey, Covenant, you okay there? I don't see it right now, at least. Doleful supports me as I begin to stagger. Thanks, Doleful. I've been sucking myself up, but coming back here really hits hard. Yeah, when I think about what happened that night, my chest feels like it's about to burst. It's already been over a week since Ideal was killed by that SPX, I mean. Thinking back, all this turmoil really started with Psycho's sudden demise. And now here we are, 7 days later. Downtown's Phantom killing, Workaholic's semi-sealed cell, Renegade's scheme in the maze, the Paradox murders, and the underground facility. That's 4 mysteries solved. Back then, we didn't know that Black Mech was an SPX sentry, nor did we know about the existence of the secret police. But things are different now. We should be able to solve the riddles we couldn't before. Let's find the truth and avenge our friends. I guess it's kind of like one of those things where you have to like kind of go back to the beginning. And now we can solve it and figure everything out. Yeah, let's. And Covenant, the strangest thing happened. Posh, who had gone off ahead, suddenly comes back, racing back with a fretful expression. I found what appears to be traces of blood. Yeah. But Ideal's body, the target of a recovery mission, is nowhere to be seen. Holmes's body is gone? I don't know what it means, but I definitely had a feeling that was going to be the case. Why, her blood is still there, so how? There's no scent of rot either. She was likely carried off either before or during the rain. Okay, so early. I'm trying to think, was there somebody who could, like, go out there? I guess maybe while we were still in the mansion, one of the people, like, I don't know, they could just tell, like, the robot to, like, hey, it's me, the Quartering Duke. Don't hit me. Don't hit me, buddy. Let me, you know, gather her body for whatever reason. The body didn't leave any traces when it was moved, so the blood was probably completely dry already, which means it must have happened after we'd been locked in the manor for 3 days or more. No, with the rain, it would have been 2 at most. But by whom? For what purpose? I mean, I feel like the Quartering Duke could just sneak out kind of easily when everybody's asleep. Is there a chance that perhaps Ideal's death... Well, who the fuck have I been talking to? Ideal's death was staged. Bookworm, who had been standing a fair distance back, so as to avoid seeing the body, now comes striding towards me. I would be more, like, suspicious of that if, like, we hadn't been talking to our ghost the whole time. Like, unless there's some kind of hologram program, like, that she was able to, like, broadcast. But then it was, like, only I could see her. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if, like, he only saw her, like, in his room or something. But he was talking to her, like, in group settings and a bunch of stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know. As much as I've wanted to suspect her, I don't think so. In mysteries, it's not unheard for the one killed in the prologue to be the mastermind all along. I see the shade, girl, said the girl, slightly colored by bias. Just one moment, bookworm. You mustn't say such things so heedlessly. As far as I'm aware, Ideal really was killed. The scent of blood is undeniable. I may have been a ways off, but I don't think I'm wrong. I'm with them. There's no question that Ideal got sliced all over. It's hard to imagine she could survive with wounds like those. Plus, we have Armor's word to go off. I witnessed the moment she died with my own eyes. Her death was too intense, too vivid to question. There's no way I saw it wrong. It wasn't faked! But one thing's for certain, the body's gone. Just who could have moved it and to what end? I guess the Duke could have been friends with her. You know, if they were also like a child who was experimented on. We searched the area around the bloodstains, but nothing sticks out. Though I'd already figured as much, it doesn't seem the body is anywhere nearby. Our investigation has already hit a snag. We've got 21 hours until the rescue team arrives. Let's hurry and find whoever carried off Ideal. If there's a culprit besides us, killing us with these collars would be senseless. We'll lend you our aid regardless, so release us already! No. Sorry, no can do. It's true that the quartering Duke may not be one of us, but if he is, I'd be letting him go from right under my nose. Even if you're all innocent, I will still kill you all in 22 hours. Unless we discover the Duke's true identity, none of us are leaving this place alive. That fact won't change, no matter how much I adore you all. Why don't we just resume our investigation after leaving morgue? Sure, we're all suspects, but can we just weed out the culprit among us? Oh, would it were so simple. Even after all we've been through, we still haven't learned a thing about the Quartering Duke case, have we? Yeah, that is kind of true. All we know is that the Renegade killed a workaholic and then died himself. As it stands, it'll be assumed that Renegade was the Duke. Case closed. Maybe that's for the best? Thinking back, Renegade was already the most likely candidate for being the Duke anyways. No one else seems suspicious, so I don't think there's much we can do about him getting pegged as the culprit. True enough, he's definitely the most convincing option. I kind of feel like Dofo's being a little sus with some of his comments. But, I mean, I guess it could just be his opinion that, you know, the Duke isn't among us. But that's the second time I feel like he's been like, well, we already solved it. No point, going any further. I'm just such a suspicious person. He'd also have the easiest to present to the public a former murderer masquerading a new incident. But that's exactly my point. Things will end with the Renegade branded as the Quartering Duke, all without confirming the actual truth of the matter. What are you talking about? Wouldn't it be irresponsible to do that without verifying all the facts first? No, I'm afraid it isn't likely. The scale of this incident makes it undesirable for officials to wave it off and admit they were baffled. It's quite conceivable that they would settle for a passable, if remiss, conclusion, so as to save face as an organization and stem nationwide panic. I mean, like, for, like, at what price, though? It's like, guys, we caught the Duke, then, like, more murders from the Duke keep happening. Actually, this is just a copycat Duke. Like, I don't know. I guess it, like, helps their brand for, like, a week at best. You're kidding me. What kind of detectives would do something like that? It's what all detectives do, incompetent. You know about the Pinkertons, all right? This line of work involves plenty that can't be discussed openly, so obscuring the truth isn't unheard of. Real-life detectives aren't like the characters you read about in novels. They aren't putting on a show with brilliant statements of fact. But... Yesterday I was shown a horrific vision of the Quartering Duke's future victims. A half-baked explanation won't be enough to stop him. In fact, he could take advantage of the DA's misinformation to cause further havoc unchecked. Yeah, for real, the DA sucks. They suck so bad. Thank you, Janae Nicole Gourmet. Fuck around and find out, basically. That's basically what you do. I don't care if one of you is the Duke. If none of you is the Duke, I'm gonna kill you all either way. Thank you for the donation, by the way. In short, if we don't find a clue pertaining to the Duke's identity before helps arrive, the true mastermind may get away scot-free, said the girl. These collars are a plan B to keep the Duke from leaving the island. You're willing to literally give your life to stop him, huh, Gourmet? You bet I am. Hate me for it all you want. Try to outsmart or even kill me if you've got what it takes. It doesn't matter. I'm dragging you all down with me. I want to fight for the sake of the world, for the sake of everyone we've lost. I kind of want to hear more about the Duke's victims, too. I mean, like, I don't want to try to justify him, but he did seem like he had some kind of moral code. Who was that guy that he killed at the beginning in, like, the animal costume? It was like, one's a high school bully, the other is like a teacher who's kind of a douche or something. Not that like that's like deserves a death sentence, but it would be kind of interesting if like, just because we don't really know that much about the Duke, even though we've been like investigating for so long, it would be kind of interesting if he was like a Kira, you know what I mean? Like if he only killed criminals. I don't know if that's really the case, because yeah, I feel like the people at the beginning didn't really have that like heavy of crimes. Granted, I guess like Light was also like killing people because they like looked at him the wrong way, you know, at the train station. But I don't know, just a thought, just a thought, since I feel like we haven't really talked too much about the Duke or like what he stands for or why he's killing. We won't quit now, not for anything. I swear we'll uncover the truth of the quartering Duke, come hell or high water. And come they will. There are only 21 hours left for us to uncover the truth. We need to find the Duke by any means necessary. It was a shut-in? Okay. To do that, there's one place we should start. He killed somebody for being a shut-in. Okay, that's a little extra. Okay, yeah, I got no defense for him then. For now, let's figure out where Holmes's body disappeared to. I don't know, just like he was making it seem like it was such a, like, what's the word? Like, moral obligation that he had to, like, stop the Detective Alliance. So I was like, maybe he has more kind of, like, a sense of morality than, like, we know about. But, yeah, if you just killed them for being a shut-in, then that's pretty... It's pretty rough. The culprit didn't just vanish into thin air. They came here and took her elsewhere. So there must be some clue pointing to their current whereabouts. At my behest, the others begin searching our surroundings once more. Whoever took Holmes's body is beyond a doubt our prime candidate for being the Duke. I zero in my senses, doing my best to take in the entire scene, not just the bloodstains. And then... Oh, hey! Arm? What? Oh my god! Huh? Where is he? What the fuck? Does that mean Armor really is still alive? Or, oh man, I could see somebody just wearing his armor though too, to make it seem like, because Armor is like definitely the most suspicious out of the people who have died, but like at the same time, I feel like the armor has to like be important or come into play, you know what I mean? We never learned why he wore it really. We never learned what he looked like underneath it. So I could see somebody just putting it on to make it seem like he's the Duke. And then we can also be like, oh, cool, like Armor was the Duke. So the Duke's already dead. Let's get out of here. You know what I mean? But as much as I want Armor to be alive, I could see that being the case. What, he's right next to you, Techie. Can't you see him? Oh, how could you say something so wholly unscientific? You're not going to scare me, okay? Because the denouement only really... you know, shows the future, right? Huh? No, really. I'll be getting back to my investigation. See you, crazy. Techie puffs his cheeks ever so slightly in apparent annoyance. Unless I'm seeing his ghost. Then returns to the area he'd been inspecting prior. But even though he should be dead, Armor is still there, unmoving and unresponsive. What in the world is going on here? Oh my god, are you a ghost? Suddenly, Armor approaches the bloodstains left by Saika and lifts what I can only assume is her body off the ground. What I'm seeing, could it be? Do I get flashbacks of the past too? Is this a vision of the past? I've only seen the future until now. So what am I supposed to make of this? No, wait, I've encountered residual thoughts at crime scenes before. I guess that's true. And those gave me glimpses of the past. Maybe this is the same? I don't know, man. I think somebody just put on Armor's suit. What was it Saika said at the end? That the denouement doesn't predict the future, but rather sees all? She said to reflect back on everything that's happened so far. Could this be what she meant? I don't know. Unless Armor was working with them, but I just feel like they're not going to reveal who the Duke is this early. As I continue to focus my eyes, I notice something in the shadows of the tall grass. It's a footprint, which has now begun to dry. Judging by the size and shape, it's clearly Armor's. Maybe I saw it subconsciously and my mind visualized how things played out. It's just like Sherlock Holmes' specialty, abductive reasoning. but by reading traces of the past, I can infer what took place. So Armor really did move Saika's body. How is he even here or alive in the first place? I have millions of questions, but mulling them over in my head won't get us anywhere. I've got to tell the others about my discovery. Didn't they say too that they thought that, like, whatchamacallit, the body must have been moved before it rained. So it was like right when, like, whatchamacallit, like right, I feel like it would have been within the first like couple of days of being like locked in the manor. Because my assumption was that, yeah, just somebody snuck out of the house. I don't know. Go back here, guys. I found a footprint. Da, 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 da. I know the chat's happy. Like, Armor's alive. Fuck yeah. This print, it doesn't seem like it's been here long. I wonder why there's only one. Maybe because the ground is still damp from the rain. It must have stopped when the culprit came to retrieve Ideal's body, but once they did it, picked up again, forcing them to seek shelter. As a result, their foot sank into the muddied ground here. Leaving a mark would have been practically unavoidable on damp soil, given that they were walking with the weight of 2 people. I'm thinking Armor died after this event, which makes me question things. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know, I guess, Incompetent was also saving to assume that he was, like, still alive, but I was like, my assumption was, yeah, like, they said that they thought her body got moved, like, you know, within the first 3 days of leaving the manor. And I think Armor would have died after that, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I feel like he could have done that and then just, like, died later. Shall we follow these tracks to their owner, then? The girl suggested. Do you have any guesses? Which way they went, Bookworm? Whoever made them, I mean. I thought you had already noticed, considering the size of the print. It could only have been Armor, said the girl, her tone somewhat snide. Oh yeah, of course I did. That's Bookworm for you. I tried to avoid bringing up the fact myself, but it was plain as day to her. If Wada created this footprint, if Armor created this footprint, we can surmise that he accessed the area by riding the helipad up from the underground maze to the surface. So it stands to reason that our next area's investigation should be the heliport and maze in question, the girl stated simply. Armor, could he really be alive? I'm so happy to hear it, but the elephant in the room is how. And do I come back to the surface to take Holmes's body? Then our areas of investigation heliport maze in question. Okay, this footprint, we can surmise he accessed the area by riding the helipad up from the underground maze to the surface. Okay, was that the time when they think the body was moved? I guess it's a little hard to kind of figure out what day everything happened. Because I was thinking like day 2 or 3, which is like, you know, like when Senior died and when like Downtown died. But I guess, I guess it could have been that too. Took the helipad up. Interesting. Because I was thinking about that too. I was like, if we were stuck in that maze, how would they get out? But I guess that could be the case. Thank you, Captain Draken. Just got here and haven't caught up with the last stream, so I don't know the thumbnail context, but yay, pop off, Watto King. Thank you so much, Captain Draken, for the dono. And yeah, that CG is so good, so good. I try to edit it though to make it like spoiler free. Gourmet asked what we'd all been wondering. If he managed to survive, the natural course of action would be to contact us and regroup. For what purpose is he acting so secretly? The only way to find out will be to ask him directly. How do I Armor move the body? We should hear it from the man himself. Whatever the case, fretting over it right now won't get us anywhere. Come, let us head to the labyrinth via the heliport. We may be able to follow his trail, or perhaps find a clue as to his destination. Okay. We return once more to the heliport. Following Pasha's orders, I make sure we're all clustered in the center of the circular landing pad. I stand in front of the control panel, initiating the necessary operations. First I release the lock, then I just have to flip the switch to make it descend. It's so easy I could do it in my sleep. The panel's kind of a ways from the platform though, meaning I've got to book it once I'm done so everybody doesn't go down without me. A bit nerve-wracking to say the least. Oh, wait a sec, Incompetent. It looks like the heliport's controls can actually be operated via D-pad. Oh, that makes it easier. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't feeling too sure about risking it. Not too long after, I see my D-pad notify me of external devices ready to connect. Oh my god, Bluetooth! Followed by what seemed to be the heliport's name. It's probably set to display when the lock is released. I hurried and connected my D-pad to the control panel. I joined the others on the landing pad, tap the screen of my device, and watch as the circular floor beneath us dips downwards. I feel kind of weird because, like, honestly, when I saw, like, the vision of armor, my first, well, I don't know, I feel like my emotions keep going back and forth because at first I was like, this is a vision of the future, and then I was like, no, it's the past, so he's still dead, and now they're, I don't know, I just feel like the group is, like, assuming he's still alive. I guess, I don't know, I guess they know more about the actual, like, timeline or whatever. Oh, is there an ad? Okay, I'm gonna take a water break then. What was it saying? I don't know. I guess it seems like they're assuming he's alive for whatever reason. I guess, yeah, they kind of have a better idea of the timelines. The ride takes a little under 10 minutes. The helipad stops its descent, arriving in the underground hangar, where we spent the night a few days prior. What will we be investigating down the labyrinth, incompetent? I would not want to be back here, dude. Typical, always playing cheap, then leaving it to others when the going gets rough. The girl said, struck in reverent awe over posh detective. Well, excuse me. Frankly, I haven't a clue what to do at this point. This is an order from your chief. Incompetent. Take over the lead and lead the DA in my stead. Order from your chief. Be the chief. It's very tell them naive of you. It seems you've turned over a new leaf too, the girl said with a small, exasperated sigh. Thanks, Posh. I'll do my best to get our investigation off to a good start. I scanned the area, deciding where to begin. Our top priority is finding some clues as to Armor's current whereabouts, but there are still some other questions to look into. For example, how did Armor survive in the first place? Why did he go to the surface and take Psycha's body away? Why are they... I don't know if I'm missing... I just really don't understand why they're, like, assuming that he survived, but I guess he's alive, so let's party! Woo! Armor's alive! Best Boy's alive! I'm still just a little, like, hesitant to, like, believe it, but I don't know. Plus, there's one more thing that bugs me. What did that black SPX use to track us? Each model of the SPX has unique sensors, which allows them to chase us relentlessly. Now that I think about it, the black SPX did behave similarly to the red one. A closer examination might reveal something to us. Oh god, please no SPX minigames. I can't handle anymore. Just take a quick glance. It doesn't seem like anything's changed since last time. I found traces of what seems to be mud, both on the helipad and beyond. So I think we can say for sure that he came down here. Well, I guess now that we're seeing like footprints that we didn't see before, it does imply that it was done after he died. So I guess I don't know, I still do think it could be somebody just like in his suit though. You know what I mean? The footprints stop after a while though. Would tracking the scent of the mud be viable, Gourmet? I tried, but sadly I couldn't pick up any traces. There's not a lot of it to begin with, so the door was already pretty faint. Hold on, I'm smelling something unusual. Over that way. She points in the direction opposite to the research facility, the path leading to that horrific, windy labyrinth. Something unusual. Yes, it smells kind of like my blender, just sorted out. Not even a little appetizing. Okay, it's like SPX broke down or something. Well, yeah, it definitely isn't food. I start to feel uneasy. What could be awaiting us up ahead? That pit Armor fell into is nearby. Why don't we start our search there? It's like claw marks. Him like clawing his way out of there. As if retracting our earlier steps, we return to a familiar room. But no one could have predicted the sight we would encounter. What's that sound? Oh god. I really don't want to do any more SPX minigames, and I feel like I might. It's the final chapter. They would want to give me a fucking challenge. Incompetence. It's him. Oh, what the fuck? The red SPX? Armor? Following the sound, I see the red SPX. Oh, okay. The red SPX repeatedly ramming itself against the wall. Its exterior is like crumbled aluminum. I can't believe it can still move after getting... Jesus Christ! How do you kill this thing? crushed by the helipad. It's heavily damaged and doesn't seem to notice us, so it's likely broken. Beep boop up. Still going, even in that sorry state. Jesus. What I feel isn't anger, but pity. My fate's been deeply intertwined with this machine, yet I moved as it shoulders on despite its fucking... How is it even moving? Something short of admirable, just like Psycha. This mech is only attempting to fulfill the role it was given, I guess. Hey, Techie, is there a way to finish this? No. No way. Do you think there's a way to finish it off? We smashed it with a helipad. What else do we do? Let it on fire? There is. If you use Shakiwaki, the current should short out all of its functions. Oh, come on, Shakiwaki. Please, let's put it out of its misery. Thanks. I just want to give it some peace. Right then, incompetent. Techie Bookworm, can I trust you three with its deactivation and subsequent inspection? While you're occupied with that, the rest of us will investigate the pit armor fell into. Jesus Christ. Roger that, we got it covered. We watch the others exit the room, then begin our operation. I don't even see how, like, its wheels would still operate, to where it could even move. The red SPX continues slamming itself against the wall. Kill me! We approach it from the side, slow and careful. Regardless of the damage it sustained, it's still armed with weapons, capable of piercing even armor suit. We need to exercise absolute caution. What's going on? The SPX suddenly turns... Oh, Jesus Christ, no! I hate this motherfucker. We're gonna die, I think, for a moment, but ignores us. Heading to the corner of the room instead. Okay. There I see the charging station we had examined previously. The fuck? Let's just leave him alone. He's doing his own thing. I don't want to mess with him. I don't want to do a mini game. I just want to leave him alone. Just let him ram himself into a wall for the rest of his life. Eternity, which is his lifetime. It seems he's just filling up his batteries. Impressive that he can rely on a backup power supply until he reaches a charging station. If we don't do anything, it'll only continue ramming the wall and recharging. A senseless, pitiable cycle, the girl said compassionately. Yeah, it is. Techie, when it comes back, could you shoot it with Shakiwaki? It's up to us now. Let's put it out of its misery. This doesn't feel right, but there's no other option. Oh, God. Hey! He finally get him? Oh, God, he finally died? God. This SPX will not die at all. True to his word, Techie ejects Shakiwaki's spikes into the SPX, shorting out its circuitry with an electrical current. We make our way up close, but it gives no sign of aggression. I get mixed feelings, seeing its once menacing presence vanish so abruptly. I don't got no mixed feelings. Die. Is it safe to touch it? The girl asks, an arm extended to its trepidation. Yeah, it's fine. I hit the exposed motherboard directly. He'd truly be a monster if he could still function after that. Talking about exposed motherboards, as if I could understand any of that. Make your future comments more accessible, will you? The girl demanded. I essentially set its brain on fire. Does that make more sense? Seems a little violent when you put it that way. It deserved it. Come on, let's be real. Truly rip bozo. So true. From an SPX's perspective, that's pretty much what it's like. As a lover of science myself, it definitely makes my heart ache. Don't pity it. Gingerly, I touch the remains of the red SPX. What had been functioning mere moments ago is now just a pile of steel. It sits there, completely motionless. Psycha. Our lives are torn from each other by this machine, but now it's finally over. I still think it's gonna wake up. Beep boop, motherfuckers. I'm still here. I've got my revenge in a sense, but even so, the heavy feeling in my chest won't leave me. Ultimately, all of us, Psycha, myself, the SPXs, we're all tools to be used by the secret police. I guess I can kind of see how he could sympathize with it, but still, I don't know. That thing was such a pain in the butt when we were down here. Bookworm, what's got you thinking so hard? Well, that SPX's behavior reminded me of something, so I'm running it by my recollection, the girl explained. What, when it was banging against the wall? I don't follow, but Bookworm's memory isn't something to sneeze at. If she has a hunch, there can't be any mistaking it. I quietly give her some space, doing my best not to interrupt her train of thought. At the moment, the other three suddenly returned from inspecting the hole that Armor had fallen into. Hey guys, that was quick. Finding clues by the pit? You can credit our speed to Gourmet's fiercely rappelling into the depths on a safety... Holy shit! It was nothing. I did it with a noodle as well. Thank you, Blessbane. These people are really sympathetic to a death bot. I know, right? It's like, I guess maybe with Watto, he's like, oh, I was used by the secret police, and he was used by the secret police, but I don't got no sympathy for that robot. Burn! Oh, man. I didn't sense any danger, but still, I was practically shaking with fear. I feel like it's mostly from those mini-games, to be completely honest. I might have a little more sympathy if it wasn't for those mini-games. I figured making a proper descent would take too much time, considering I'm the one holding you all hostage. It's only fair that I take on a few additional risks. At any rate, no threats to report. That all goes quite a way down, though. There's even a hot spring. What? A hot spring at the bottom? Oh my god, we're like crying over Armor's death, and he's just like soaking up. Soaking up in a hot tub with a margarita. Wait, a hot spring? And the geothermal activity must be heating the water. It actually goes pretty deep, so you might survive if you fell into the spring. How deep is that spring, dude? Huh, so that's how Armor made it out okay. That also explained why he couldn't contact our D-pads. Falling into water must have shorted his out. Okay. It kind of makes him... Okay, well, I guess he... Is he alive? Honestly, I've still been kind of just hung up on the idea that somebody is using his suit. But if there's a hot spring down there that I assume is deep enough to save him, then maybe he really is alive. And then his D-pad wasn't working, so that was the only reason why he didn't, like, contact us. So he's alive and he's a good guy. Right? Right? So that also explain why he couldn't contact our D-pads. Falling into the water would have shortened his out. Wait, but Incompetent, we all saw him get stabbed in the chest, remember? It clearly hit a vital organ, so how can he possibly be alive after that? Well, I have no idea. Like Doleful said, it definitely appeared the blue blade pierced Armor's heart. Even if he survived the fall, he would have died from the blood loss. A mortal wound like that should have spelled the end of him. It's kind of weird we didn't see, like, the broken armor and, like, the denouement vision, right? It's supposed to be all-seeing, so I don't think it would just be, like, you know, how we remembered Armor. I feel like it would just show how he actually looked. At any rate, there are 2 points for us to prioritize in our investigation right now. First is finding a clue as to Armor's whereabouts. After escaping that hole, he must have gone through this room on his way to the surface. Wait, did he explain it at all? Okay, well, no, yeah, he didn't explain it. He was just like, well, he should be dead. But anyways, let's move on. Let's all take another look around and see if we might have left some sort of trace behind. Secondly, we need to figure out why the SPX is acting so repetitively. Its behavior followed too much of a pattern to be just a simple error. I guess he could have something like to protect him underneath his armor, but like, I don't know, the sword looked like it went in pretty deep. Remember, it's possible we're overlooking some key information. There's no detail too small as far as that mech is concerned. Now let's all give this labyrinth a thorough reinvestigation. Oh, am I actually gonna be investigating? Oh, okay, cool. Please no SPXs. That's all I asked for. All I fucking asked for. Oh god, they're still here. They're still here though, which makes me scared. Okay, 10. What was your inference? What was your assistance? Assistance 4. Assistance 4. Okay, whatever. You can just infer this since you're right here. I think doesn't it always help to do... Oh, this music's nice. Ooh, the violin? Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. I love the soundtrack for this game. It's so freaking good. Oh, is that not enough? I don't know if he's close enough to actually examine it. Ah, it's so good! I freaking love the soundtrack, dude. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to actually use the corners. I swear to God, if like a SPX comes to me, I'm just getting the guide out. I'm just getting the fucking guide out. I'm not doing this today. I'm not fucking doing this today. Okay, let's do a prelim. Hey, this appears to be an SPX component. It may be worth analyzing to solve the mystery behind that black rust bucket. Okay, SPX fragment. Boost. Y'all just told me to put everybody in the corner. Got the bookmark ready, Weeby. Oh wait, is there really gonna be SPXs? Please no. Please no. The symbol on the floor is clearly deliberate. It would only make sense a message left for armor. The girl said with absolute certainty. Sign on the floor. Please don't. Is this Holmes's necklace? What's it doing here? Oh, hey. It's good to see her thing. Huh, this vision I'm seeing. Could it be of armor after he climbed out of that? Why are we seeing this? Well, I guess she was a ghost. She could have seen what happened as a ghost. Okay, thank God, live. You scared me so. I was like, no, please, God, no, please. My chest throbs as if I myself have become armor. My head grows dizzy and my vision is blurred. Just walking is enough to make me totter. Legs a quiver. Ooh, a quiver. It's an interesting word. Rather than watching the past, it feels as if I'm experiencing it vicariously. I can feel the dainty moss steadily growing stronger within me. Huh, I've been made to suffer tragedy anew. Forgive me, Psycha. My very being aches with repentance. Forgive me, I beg of you. The fuck? Armor removes something from his pocket and begins speaking to it. It looks exactly like the pendant Psycha was wearing, but why would Armor have it? And did he just call her Psycha himself? So was he a part of the Dayless Night thing too? By my troth, I shall avenge you even if it should claim my life. I failed to uphold my oath 10 years ago. Thus I swear I shall uphold it now. These hands of mine shan't falter. It's gonna be I'm kind of starting to expect some crazy ass fucking twist where Armor takes off his helmet and he looks exactly like Watto. Wait, if you're Watto and I'm Watto, then who's the real Watto? The fuck? Saying this, Armor then begins walking towards the heliport hangar. What the fuck? He really did survive? I guess my theory about somebody else being in his suit was wrong too. The pendant he had been holding in his hand now dangles from his metal suit. Did Armor have some kind of connection to Psycha? And if so, what was the point of his actions just now? The fuck? That was a really important RT. Or residual thought, man. Okay, difficulty 4, whatever. You can go for it. Da-da-da-da. Can I move you closer? No. What's your inspection? Is it good? Nope. Well, it's good, but not good enough. Okay, I don't think anybody else really can do anything, right? Still a pretty decent run. If we're both Watto, then who's Wattoing the Watto-mobile? It's like what I'm expecting at this point. I found the red SPX's ID number. It reads SPX03G0001, so it was the first unit built during the third phase of development. The white SPX, which used cameras, was 0C0023, i.e. the first model. Then came the auto-tracking invisible SPX. They improved with every iteration. And they made the red SPX the fucking invincible godlike. Okay, I guess none of these need to be analyzed. Okay, cool. I guess we're good then. Now my best singing. Okay. You can get this. I guess I might just start moving these guys to some red points. It's a pretty, well, maybe I'm speaking too soon, saying this is an easy thing, but so far it seems pretty easy. God, I love this violin. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm just gonna have you do this stuff since you kind of suck at inference. I think her assistance is okay, right? It's all right. It's aight. Okay, well, I'll move them after I do a prelim in case we need to analyze some stuff. Renegade detective left this stain. He used his own blood to box us in a corner. Blood trace. This is new information. I've got to share it with everyone. Okay. Analyze. Okay, so yeah. I'll just have you analyze that then. The tomato-colored SPX behaves exactly like the black sesame SPX. Just think back on how that one acted while we were trapped in the manor. Okay. I want to see how big this one is. 20? I guess it makes sense. Let me move you then over here, and I'll just probably have everybody assist you, right? What's your inference? Shit. I think yours is pretty good. I think 6 is the highest that I have, unfortunately, though, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and move you here. Well, yeah, I think it's fine. Just move you here, too. Okay, I don't think you can really do much else, right? Nah. Okay. 7 hours left. What's your assistance? 4? That's okay, I guess. Not really in a huge rush, though, honestly. Assistance 4. So is all Watto under the bridge? I'm just doing a Watto pun since I was talking about that. Oh, too funny, man. Too funny. Can you reach this if I put you here? Ah, damn you. Damn you, Watto! What in Watar Nation? Just trying to make up shit now. I don't really know if it matters if because it's gonna take like 2 rounds with them too. It doesn't really matter what I do. This one's pretty easy, I say. But I feel it. I feel like it's pretty easy so far. I guess, oh yeah, your assistance is really good. I guess I can move you over here. I don't know if it really matters too much. Because it's going to take 2 rounds no matter what, right? So, honestly, I kind of feel like it's better just to... Wait, no. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Okay. We'll just do this. Oh. Keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, well done. Self, as always. I've come across some vital information. Eek, this info hasn't been logged yet, right? I gotta tell everyone quick. Boost. New keyword unlocked. Okay, yeah, I think we're good anyways. I just like always doing prelim, you know? Makes me feel better. Oh, the soundtrack's beautiful. Oh, wait, no. Wrong thing. Then I guess I'll move you over here. Then Doleful can just do whatever he wants, I guess. It is kind of funny that I have the kids on the main main thing. And now this is a juicy bit of intel. Let me share it on my D-pad. Boost! I got a little toy too! Who's that, righty whitey? The red SPX's behavior resembled that of the black SPX, meaning the principles that drive their tracking functions are one and the same. The rest goes without saying, the girl said, her chest swelling with pride as she glanced triumphantly at incompetent detective. Red SPX remains. Okay, I guess I might be able to... Okay, never mind. Nah, I got more important... I got other important stuff to look at. This is new information. I've got to share it with everyone. New keyword. And then... Then we can just do this. Well done, Self. As always, I've come across vital information. Can I analyze anything else? I just want to double check. I feel like it should tell me if I need to do that, but just in case. Okay, cool. I think we're good then. No more red marks. This place is so much better without those stupid robots. Maybe I am being robophobic. But you know what? I think I deserve to be after those mini games. Kiba will have to understand. 18 hours remain until our collars detonate. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Having wrapped up our investigation, we can reconvene at the helipad and the hangar. Well then, we've spent a considerable amount of time inspecting the area. I trust our efforts have yielded favorable results. Yeah, I'll go ahead and share them. Our search has produced 3 major breakthroughs. First, the most important question. Where did Armor go after he fell? As it turns out, we already have the answer. I recall what we found. Then reveal where Armor headed. Underground research, the manor, to the dungeon. Well, I thought it would just say to what's-her-face's body, but cool. Cool. I guess this one, kind of? Yeah. He went towards the underground research facility. Oh, do not get points for this? We're not doing like an official trial for this. What we found on the floor of the room we were in supports this theory. How can you tell? There weren't any prints or mud left behind. There's a good possibility he went to the dungeon instead. Weeby's over party. Y'all canceling me for a little bit of robophobia. You know, I love Kibo. I just hate the SPXs, the little Target dogs. I can never shop at Target again. You understand? You understand what they fucking put me through? A message was left on the ground. It was easy to miss in a hurry, but not for someone as worn out as Armor would have been, explained the girl. I'm with Bookworm. At first, it was hard to notice from our perspective, but the pattern on the ground forms an arrow. What? I assume Armor was exhausted by the time he got there, so his eyes were naturally cast down at the floor. Me too. Made our way back using that very passageway, yet we saw nothing of the sort. Well, in our case, we had Incompetent and the others waiting for us. We probably weren't very focused on the ground then, you know? Plus, they look more or less like tire tracks. Unless you inspected them closely, it'd be easy not to give them so much as a second thought. Whoever left these marks must have intended to share their location discreetly, without anyone else knowing. So the purpose behind this message was to allow Armor to reconvene with our group. It seems that way based on our current information. Though we can't know what his plan is after meeting back up with us. It wasn't a highly specific message, so he didn't have much choice but to head above ground. He knew we made for the research facility, but couldn't tell whether we exited to the surface or continued below ground. So he did the farmer and checked around. That would make for a consistent story. Only one question remained. Why did he carry Saika's body away? But there's not much that can be done to figure out that right now. We'll just have to ask him the moment we can. Oh my god, I'm ready to see him again. He's probably gonna be dead. Like, we're all like, yay, Armor's alive. The best boy isn't good. Then we're gonna find his, like, corpse or something. We couldn't have gotten to the lower sector of Snark from the surface by himself. To meet up with us, he'd have to go back down to the helipad. In which case, his next stop would have been the underground research facility. Yeah, exactly. To sum things up, Armor climbed out of the pit and spotted the air. How the fuck did he survive all this? Like, that's insane. That's insane. That's so wild. Got stabbed in the chest, thrown down a pit, climbed all the way back up it with the hole in his chest. Armor climbed out of the pit and spotted the arrow on the floor. He then trailed after us, but couldn't discount that we might have gone to the surface. After failing to find us up here, his only other option was to head towards the underground research facility. That's about the gist of it. No one refutes my theory. Seems I've explained myself pretty well. Details notwithstanding, it's a sure bet that Armor set out for that subterranean sector. We mustn't waste any time giving chase. Everyone, make your preparations at once. I just feel like when games kind of like hype up like oh yeah, we're gonna meet him. We're gonna have like all this stuff explained. I'm like, are we gonna meet him? Or is he gonna be dead? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he knows too much at this point, but we'll see, we'll see. Hold on, Posh, there's something we've got to clear up first. You know, maybe I shouldn't think he's gonna be dead because he survived all of that we just discussed, so surely he can survive anything else. Hold up, Posh, there's something we got to clear up first. Something to clear up, hun? And what could that be, pray tell? I gestured to the now defunct SPX. That SPX made me realize something. Something about the black model that killed Holmes. The black model, you say? Really? What is it? Tell us. Posh and Doleful look at me with eager eyes. The others give inquisitive looks as well. No matter how much time passes, I still can't get used to people awaiting my take on a situation so excitedly. You could say armor has plot armor. Until he doesn't anymore, though. We'll see. It just goes to show how amazing Psycho was for handling it so graciously and for so long, too. But that was then. I can't look up to her that way anymore. I psych myself up, determined not to bend under the pressure. From now on, I have to be ideal detective. With full conviction, I share my theory. Right, so about that red SPX. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Let's see. As I speak, my eyes wander to the remains of the SPX, and suddenly my vision it's gonna come back to life again. I can't if it does. Wait, the denouement again? Why now? That motherfucker. I'm not sure what's going on. My vision widens, like I've been blinded by sunlight. My feet no longer sense the ground, as if I'm sinking. Watto. The fuck? I vaguely hear someone call my name as my consciousness slips away. That's his vision? That's it? Well, can you say what the voice sounded like? When I come to, I find myself alone, standing in a familiar maze. It's freezing. Even the inside of my chest feels cold, and I shiver when I stand still. It's almost like I'm the last person alive in the whole world. Over here, Psycha. That invisible mech has good ears, but its eyes are weak. If we hide here, I'm sure it'll pass right by us. Oh my god, another flashback? Is that what this is? We're gonna learn something? We're gonna see a second Watto who happens to be armor? I hear a voice. One I know very well. In the distance, I see a boy I recognize at once. He feels extremely trustworthy. Just the sight of him makes my frozen chest swell with warmth. He runs now. I run to him. Honestly, little baby Watto. Hey, Watto, why are you protecting me? The question comes out spontaneously, but the boy in front of me gives a reassuring smile, as if the answer is a given. Because my dream is to become the greatest sleuth in the whole wide world. Of course I'm gonna keep you safe. I want to be like the famous Detective Sherlock Holmes. I can't tell who's talking. Sherlock, you mean the guy from the stories? He doesn't actually exist, does he? Of course not, it's just fiction. But that's why I'm aiming to become an even better detective than Sherlock. If he doesn't exist, then I just gotta become him myself, don't you think? He tries to flash a cool smile at me, and I can't stop myself from bursting into laughter. His dream is childish, absurd even, but for someone as lost and empty as I am, he's like a shining beacon drawing me to him. The other kids only think about themselves. They're solely focused on their own survival. Only this boy here, only Watto, would try so desperately to find a way to save all of us himself. I just can't understand why he acts this way. The fuck is going on, dude? I'm so confused! Because this is... Wait, is this Watto thinking this? I'm like, are we even Watto? Is Armor Watto? Who the fuck are we? Because, like, this is kind of sounding like, you know, Armor's personality a little bit with the I gotta save everybody thing. I don't fucking know. I guess, okay, Psycha POV? Okay. I guess we just are seeing Psycha's POV in the denouement. I just want to double check. Quit calling me that. Keep it up and I won't help you next... Quit calling me that. Keep it up and I won't help you next time you're in trouble. What a liar. Whenever anybody's in trouble, this boy is the first one to spring into action without a second thought. Even for someone as cold and standoffish as me. He's not just any old softy. Spending time together like this has pretty much proven that he's a softy to the core. Then that fateful day arrives. Okay. Oh, shit. When she died, or I died, somebody died. The boy shields me, getting torn apart by a red mech as a result. I run to his side in a panic, scooping up blood and trying to pour it back into his wounds. Ew. But there's no way for spilled blood to be returned. I scream in frustration as I splatter red across his body. Why would you do that for me? My papa told me before that my life was one huge tragedy. Oh, that's sad. That from the very start, I never should have asked for happiness. You can't die protecting me like this. You just can't. The boy is covered in cold sweat and clearly suffering, yet still he smiles at me. Oh, thank you, another professional. Oh, I like your profile picture. This game is making me develop trust issues. Armor has died twice and survived twice. I know, dude. I have no clue what to do with armor. Use the corner strats. Exactly. Saika and Watto, you know, none of this would have happened if they would have just used the corner strats. If only I would have been there. If only I would have been experimented on with them as a child. I could have saved them all. Like, there's the corner strat chick over there. She knows how to beat those SPXs. The boy is covered in cold sweat and clearly suffering, yet he still smiles at me. A tragedy. What's up with that? It's your story. But your dad's going to go ahead and decide it for you? No matter what, you're always the protagonist of your own story. No matter how much tragedy you face, all you got to do is reverse them. The boy shakily gets to his feet, still smiling through his blood-covered face. Stand up, Saika. Let's turn this tragedy around. You and me together. Yeah, let's. But ultimately, tragedy is what awaits us. To save this boy, I became his substitute. I take the new name of Saika Sharonford Holmes. Begin my life as a detective. Corner detective, yes! Corner strat detective. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Others believe that I took inspiration from Sherlock himself, but that isn't the case. If there's a tragedy, I must reverse it. The one I patterned myself after was none other than Watto Hojo. To this, I guess she's probably older now, giving this monologue. To this day, even as a detective, I keep those words of his close to my heart, always believing that one day our paths will cross again. Okay, I don't really know how we had that vision. Just more explanation. What is it about that SPX that has you spacing out like this? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the past a bit. I just assumed old Humbert's perversions had finally pushed himself off the deep end, the girl said, noticeably relieved. It's not like I'd go insane from that. Besides, I'm not a little girl's, okay? The way everyone's eyeing me with concern, I assume I must have blanked out the way I did yesterday. I don't know why that would be the first assumption. The memory just now was probably Saika's. It was just like when I witnessed Armor's before. Another vision involuntarily triggered by something I saw. My ability to look into the past has only grown stronger. What the heck is going on with me? Yeah, he definitely has been having a lot more. Your face is looking rather shallow and confident. Are you feeling unwell? That red SPX nearly killed you before, didn't it? Are you certain you're not pushing yourself too hard? I appreciate the concern, Posh, but after what Techie said, I'm not scared anymore. Those SPXs aren't evil. They're just trying to do their jobs, that's all. If that's what you believe, then so be it. At any rate, did examining that SPX reveal something to you? Well, let me explain, Posh. When you saw that broken SPX repeatedly smash itself against the wall, did it make you feel anything, like deja vu? I found it unsightly in the extreme, but that's about the extent of it. What are you getting at? I'm not too shocked she didn't realize, but someone with a sharp memory would have. Alright, let's get into it. Oh, okay, I'm a little confused. Look at the log for a second. Thank you, Lucky Cat 2703 Luna. Armed Detective is now Invincible Detective. They should change his name, dude. My man has died and survived like 20 times, it feels like. Let's just repeatedly smash stuff against wall. Deja vu. aren't evil. They're just trying to... just concerned, but after attacking, I'm not scared anymore. The Suits aren't evil. They're just trying to do their jobs. That's what you believe, so be it. Anyway, did examining reveal anything to you? Let me explain. When you saw the broken SPX completely smash itself, does it feel like deja vu? I'm like... Oh, I guess we asked Bookworm because she has, like, super good memory. Is that it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I'm not accusing somebody right now, right? I was like, what did I miss? Hey, Bookworm, I bet you noticed, right? Of course I did, said the girl, confirming that incompetence misgivings were not unfounded. The repeated movements, that harsh, artificial sound, it was exactly like the black SPX when it initially chased us back to the manor. Okay. Do you recall how it slammed against the door again and again, demanding us to come outside? Said the girl, sharing her thoughts. Man, poor Bookworm having to keep all these memories. Bingo, you hit the nail on the head. That red SPX behaved exactly like the black one when it attacked us. What does it all mean then? They behaved in similar ways, yes, but explain to me in a simpler manner the significance of this fact. Good grief. Think carefully. Their behavior is reminiscent of insects clustered around a lamp at night. Don't you agree? Bugs drawn to light exhibit a quality known as positive photoaxis. So what I'm implying is that the SPXs share similar behavior patterns. So they're like bugs. From this, we can surmise the black and red models both use scent-based tracking, the girl explained, such that even the self-styled noble could follow. That seems consistent with what we know. Even after we hunkered down in the manor, we held our breaths that the black SPX kept hammering against the door. It was the red one that tracked blood, right? Did we confirm? I was trying to remember what we confirmed with all, because remember, like, some of them tracked, like, scent, some of them tracked, like, you know, vision, or whatever, like, a different sense, but I think the red one was, like, blood. I guess it was, like, smell then. It wouldn't have been able to see or hear us. Yet it never moved away from the manor. That always struck me a bit odd. But things change if it can track by scent. Even a closed door can't steal away an odor. That would account for how it detected us from far away, too. Being the source of scent ourselves, it makes sense why the black SPX never left the area. Oh, wait, but remember the first time we arrived at the underground hangar? When we were considering going up to the surface? That black SPX was there at the time. Just like when Ideal was killed. What was up with that? Okay. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it was there to recharge. In a similar vein, the reason the red model kept operating afterwards was because it had a function that allowed it to recharge itself independently. There's a charging station in the heliport too. Being there at the same time was just unlucky timing on our part. Huh? So if there had been a window of opportunity, we might have been able to escape the manor? No, it would have been too risky either way. The SPX came from the heliport when Holmes was killed, remember? To leave the manor and get off the mountain, we'd have to pass by that heliport. There's no way we could have avoided engaging the SPX. I agree. In fact, wrongfully assuming it left the manor and making a break for it would have been even more dangerous. Eek, no matter how our cards are played, we still won't be able to escape that SPX. There's not enough proof to say for certain, but the black SPX most likely tracks using scent. Let's assume as much as we continue searching. Alright then, let's shake a leg, and get to the underground facility. There's a chance armor could already be there. Okay, God. Let's be searching for armor this whole stream. I don't know, man. I still kind of feel like he's gonna be dead. What are y'all doing in the chat? Watto Attorney? Legend of Watto? I think I saw Watto Sona, like for Persona. Wattocraft. Oh God, chat's losing their mind as always. What if this is all a trap? I don't want anyone else to die. Super Watto bros. Dolfo looks terrified. It's no surprise that he's wary of unknown threats. We have to consider that Armor, our trusted ally, could be a dangerous foe. But there's no way Psycho, or anyone who calls himself an ideal detective, would show any apprehension at a time like this. For Psycho! All we can do is keep going. Just a moment ago, we managed to figure out something new. The only path is forward, even if it's just one step at a time. Let's all go together, Dolfo. Incompetent. You're right, thanks. Sorry I was being such a chicken about it. Dolfo grabs my outstretched hand, climbing to his feet. I feel like I've managed to invoke a bit of ideal detective into my speech. What are the Black XPX's capabilities? Why is Armor still alive? What is his goal? And who is working with him? We have a mountain of questions that need answers, but even so, moving forward is the only way to go. As it stands, our collars will explode and kill us. Oh yeah, forgot about that for a second. Making way for the Duke to claim even more victims. It's up to us to prevent that tragedy. Watto Ball Z. What are y'all doing? All right, everyone, let's head to the underground facility. With that, we set off once again for the lower sector of Snarks. Okay. I guess I might be doing like a bunch of little investigations. It seems so like conclusive for a second. Especially with like the epic music. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Watto Rampa. 18 hours remain until our collars detonate. Watto Rampa, goodbye Watto, I'm dead. Oh, Armor, to think you'd break through the shutter to get inside the research facility. I've had enough of that musclehead, the girl said, feeling uneasy over returning with a man who is her very antithesis. Easy now. At least this tells us he's been through here. Let's examine the area and try to find any traces he might have left. I have to wonder, though, what exactly is he trying to accomplish? I suppose he could be a member of the Dayless Knight like a renegade was, but it definitely seemed like it based off of that residual thought we got. Man, that was suspicious. Could he be Invincible Detective? You know that person Workaholic mentioned before? But Renegade was Invincible Detective, wasn't he? You're thinking the same thing we're all thinking. I mean, he survived fucking falling off a cliff and getting stabbed to death. And he's allegedly still alive even though getting a fatal wound. I mean, he seems pretty fucking invincible. But Renegade was Invincible Detective, wasn't he? Why bring that up now? Anyways. Okay, well, Invincible Detective Renegade died after he got his head blown off. Armor would never let that happen. He'd be walking around headless. He'd still be fucking going, baby. Oh, man. Wow, there's no way an Invincible Detective could actually die, right? We all thought Armor was dead, but suddenly he's alive again? Doesn't it feel like he's defying morality or something? Mortality? His motives don't matter to me. Armor's alive right now. I just want to celebrate that fact. We'll see. You're right. Sorry, Techie. Techie's basically the chat. I feel like the chat's just like, yes, Armor's alive. Yes, serve, slay. But he do be looking hella suspicious right now. I'm just saying. Thank you, Lucky Cat. 2730 Luna. Weeby, I just wonder what your opinion is of the beta designs, the characters of this, if you saw them, and how Armor looks without armor. Oh, I haven't seen any of that. I guess I'll take a look at it maybe after I beat the game. It shows you how Armor looks without armor, because I've been really curious about that, because I feel like it's usually important when somebody like covers their face, you know what I mean? But we haven't really seen him yet, so that's interesting. I'll definitely take a look at that, but I don't really have any opinions right now. But thank you for the donation. You're right. Sorry, Techie. I'm happy about that too, of course. Oh, sorry. I let my emotions do the talking without any basis. I ought to be decommissioned for this. It's okay, buddy. No need to apologize. Dolphin wants to believe in Armor, but is afraid. You want to trust your heart over your head. I understand how both of you feel. Still, I'm Techie Detective. I shouldn't let my personal sentiments get the better of me. The same would happen to anyone who just learned their dear friend was still kicking. Try not to forget what you're feeling right now, Techie. What you're going through is a valuable lesson for any detective. Picking nits can wait until later. I'll be revealed once we locate Armor. Now allow me to demonstrate to you all the unrivaled elegance of my investigative prowess. Oh! Posh has the right attitude. We still can't be sure of the meaning behind Armor's suspicious behaviors. I guess I might do like another small investigation here too. We need to make sense of everything that Colbert has done since arriving on this island if we hope to track him down. While we're sweeping for any traces of Armor left, I also want to review the Paradox murders where Workaholic and a Renegade detective died. Renegade killed Workaholic. Oh yeah, we definitely need to go over that again. Only to fall into a trap that resulted in his death as well. So why was he smiling at the end? It seems off somehow. There must be some hidden truth we have yet to grasp. I want you all to help me find it. This tragedy was one orchestrated by a renegade detective, and it's up to us to turn it around. Turn it around. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna do another little investigation. Interesting. Okay, I might take a bathroom break really quickly. I'll let you guys continue talking about Wata Rampa and Wata Rampa 2 and Wata Rampa W3. Oh, God. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I don't know. Who can I set up? Set up Midori for now. Will you stay here if I put you here? Hey, look at that. You guys can look at the best boy, Midori. Aren't you happy? 5 Nights at Wato's. Y'all are so extra today. Okay, let me just mute this. And I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I got some bad news for you guys too. I know this is gonna be very upsetting for you guys, but because I know you all love Chair-chan so much, but Chair-chan might be going to Mexico soon. I'm just gonna let y'all know we might be getting a different Chair-chan in a little bit. This chair is so busted, dude. Like this, like I don't know, it's just been falling apart for like a while now. So you know. Just letting y'all know, since I see you guys standing Chair-chan so much. So somebody on Reddit made like a impreg Chair-chan fic. I was like, what the fuck is going on in my chat? Thank you, another professional. Armor. 'Tis but a scratch. Watto. A scratch? You were stabbed. No, I wasn't, Watto. Well, what's that then? I've had worse. You liar. Oh my god, he really is like that scene. I think that was a person in like an armor suit in that scene too in the first place. Oh no, I see you guys reacting to it. I'm sorry. He's lived a good, well, he hasn't really lived that good of a life. This chair kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's been falling apart, so it's like ever since I first got it, it's not been the best chair. But you guys love him so much. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys love him. Only 6 hours? Dang. That's wild. Only 6 hours, dude? Not giving me any time. But you know, all good things must come to an end. And such should Chair-chan's life. Guys, he's gonna go to Mexico. He's gonna be so happy. He's gonna be so happy in Mexico, guys. You just wait and see. You wanna come over and try to bolt him? Try to bolt him up and see if he can finally be fixed. Because he's been driving me crazy for a while. How very intriguing, mused the girl, imitating the genius physics professor of a certain TV show. We could fix him. But can you literally fix him? There's something strange about this. I'm gonna move Midori. He's kind of blocking the screen for me. Bye-bye. There's something strange about this houseplant. I don't know what exactly, but I feel like it's watching me. Ew, creepy. Okay, what would be 13? What's her inference? 6? Ugh. Need like 3 people to get that out in one go, right? Maybe I should just focus like solely on the evidence. We only have 6 hours this time. That's probably for the best. What's your assistance? 4. Oh, Wato's assistance is really good. Damn it. That would have been really close to actually getting, damn, whatever. That's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't even care. Don't even care, man. Yep, but I need to move people here anyways, so. Assistance, 6. Okay, so it's like 12. That's pretty good. Your assistance is surprisingly very good. And then what's your assistance? 4? 4. I'm just gonna try to knock this out as quickly as possible, and then I can have somebody do this like right afterwards. Yay! Do I have anything to analyze or? Okay, you can analyze then. Cool. That's everybody, right? Okay, I think we're good. Let's do another prelim. Analysis complete. I think I'm gonna get a blue chair. Actually, it's kind of Techie's color. The color of his wheelchair. Just as everyone suspected, I found a surveillance camera hidden behind the leaves. Why was a secret recording spot set up? Oh, whoa, there's a new one. Holy fuck. Man, I moved all over there. I didn't know a new one was gonna pop up like right here. Man, lame. Lame. Whatever. That's fine. We can just get this new one done, I guess. Okay. Okay, well, there's that at least. What's your inference? 2. 2? 2, Watu? It's like 2? What the fuck? Oh my god. I got 1 point for each brain cell, I guess. Oh, Watto. Oh, Watto. Actually, his assistant's 6, right? Man, it's still gonna make it 2 rounds. It's so annoying. Okay, well, it's fine. I'll just have you inspect. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just move you here and then have you inspect. Okay, you could say Chair-chan is getting benched. Good one. Good one. Thank you, Spanish Fly. Appreciate the dono. Boost. Oh, I like your shirt, Weeby. It reminds me of Monokuma. That was like the reason I bought it, honestly. Someone broke the PCs by leaving the heat at the highest temperature. I wonder if there's some info they didn't want us to see. Evidence acquired. PC. Nice. Boost. They're making these MPs like, they make them just high enough to where you can't do it with just 2 people. I should report this data to everyone else, right? Or maybe not. No. What the way it's a sketch? Or maybe not? Or maybe so, or maybe not. Or maybe so, but do I trust them? But I kind of like keeping secrets. No, better safe than sorry if I'm unsure. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, I guess we're good. Only 5 more hours. I'm getting stressed. Getting stressed, mate. I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but whatever. Okay, then you can inspect. Your inspect is so good. Gotta move somebody over there, but I think I might do the prelim first. See what, if we have any more points pop up, since that other one just like popped up like right out of nowhere. These are extra rubber wristbands, like what Renegade used to murder Workaholic. They aren't individually numbered, so they all look the same. Rubber wristbands. Okay, interesting. Boost. Resolved. The security camera shows armed detective heading towards the surface. I must have made whoever has set this camera up quite happy to see, the girl conjectured. Relieved to see her friend safe and sound. Okay, surveillance camera. Probably a decent amount of stuff to investigate. At least no more MPs popped up, so we're good on that. Okay. Hey, I love having you, Techie. You're like the one person I can rely on for analysis. The only person that I have that I can rely on. Have you do that afterwards. And then, I don't know if I'll be able to get all these. Do I have to move here first and then maybe I can move again? Nope. Damn. Okay, I'll just move you. Right here. Then I think that's it, right? Or actually, do we have any more things to analyze? Oh, mid-analysis? Okay, it's already done it. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm double check. Wattoholic. Oh, thank you, Lucky Cat 2703 Luna. Watto, to inference points are Haru and Satsuki. That's pretty believable. I'd say that's pretty canon. I love that. That's so funny. I had Oogly Googly examine the wristband and he detected saliva. Given workaholic situation, only one person would have bitten it. Okay, the wristband? He bit the wristband? Does that help somehow? Did I miss anything else? Okay, cool. So make sure. I get so like focused sometimes. I get so in the zone. I'm just such an epic gamer, you know, that like I get too in the zone sometimes and it's like hard for me to remember all the donations and stuff, you know? Oh wait, I can't move him. Aw, that's sad. But let's bench you. Ah, look at him sitting in the little chair. That's cute. How far can I move you? Okay, not that far. I probably can't do, I don't think I can do, yeah, I can't do Y movements for them after they've done stuff, but I can move them a little bit. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I think we'll have enough time. It might just be cutting it a little close. Oh, yeah, assist. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious, Watto? Are you motherfucker. You motherfucker. I hate your ass so much. Fuck off, Watto. What is this? What are you I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you. How could you do this to me? Can't you just do something? Can't you just do something right for once in your life? That's so stupid. Oh, God. Oh, well done. Self as always. I've come across some vital information. Got bad eyesight. That is no excuse. Hold on there. Here. Was this knife used on a workaholic? Maybe taking a closer look will clear up a sticking point or two from yesterday's investigation. Okay, knife. They're gonna analyze anything? Motherfucker. I can't believe you, Watto. Can't believe this. What is this? 3? Okay. He's a 3. I don't even want to look at you right now. Fine, you can analyze it. You dumbass. Oh, man. I do feel like Watto has occasionally been a little aggravating in some of the mini games. Mostly the SPX one, because he was the reason the corner strat was even developed in the first place, because he could not stop freaking dying. He just could not help himself. He died at every opportunity he could get. Okay, I think we're at least good for everything else besides this stupid thing. Whatever, I'll just leave Watto there and I'll have Techie go here. I think we should be good after this, though. Hopefully, well, unless we learn something from the analysis, another mystery point just decides to pop up out of nowhere. There aren't any fingerprints on the knife. That's strange. Renegade held it in his bare hands while we were fighting. That aside, didn't he believe the most unforgivable sin was fleeing from one's own crimes? I'm fucked. I'm fucked. What's your inference? Okay, no. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm not. I'm not good. God damn it, I want to move somebody there! Hey, Techie, what's up, bud? Okay, I can move you. Okay, that's good. I can move them. What's your assistance, actually, now that I think about it? 4? Okay. It's only like a 9, right? Okay, so it's 9. Inference for... Oh my god, it's 8? Between the two of you, it's fucking 8? Oh my god. I try not to kill myself. What's yours? We might not get all the red points, I guess. We might not get all the red points, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. These things just keep popping out of nowhere. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just move him again after I get whatchamacallit. After whatchamacallit, as I so lovingly put it. Okay. Oh, I'm so fucked. Can you still move? Okay, get your ass in here. Get your ass in here, Watto. You asshole. I blame you for this, Watto. I blame you for this. I want you to know that. Oh, God. Okay, well, let's hope another one doesn't pop up out of nowhere. Sorry, Red Point, but you're just gonna have to sit there for a little bit longer. Assist. Assist. Okay, let's prelim this. Oh man, maybe I should have been doing more prelim. Is that it? I feel like I was just trying to kind of do everything at once, you know what I mean? Incompetent asked if workaholic stab wounds seem odd. What did he mean? The marks are perpendicular to the ribs, but does that matter? Workaholic's corpse. Okay, oh, thank God. Yay, we're good. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Or whatever Dora says. Okay, oh, thank God. That was a close one, and it was all Watto's fucking fault. And then I think I might be actually be able to get everything else. As long as I, and before he dies, he just like dies somehow. Next BX just like runs through the doors. Kills him. It's like, you have to start over, Weeby. Sorry. Did we mention there? We forget to mention there was an SBX in here. Sorry about that. Oh, you're so cute with your little smiley face. This is new information. I gotta share it with everyone. It's okay. I'll stop bullying him. I love Watto, but also I hate him. Okay. You know, it's just sometimes. It's just sometimes, you know? Sometimes he just wants to be a little turd. A little turd. Well done. Self, as always, I've come across some vital information. God, I'm awesome. This is hell. Now, this is a juicy bit of intel. Let me share it on my D-pad. Okay, I think we're good then. Got everything. Maybe we should stop by and look at Renegade's head one more time before we leave. Nah, I'm good. Yay. Lots of keywords. We didn't have to analyze anything else, right? Too late! 10 hours remain until our callers detonate. Already halfway through. Or, I guess a little over halfway now that I think about it. We gather in front of Renegade's corpse. I cut right to it and summarize our findings. I kept feeling like something was off during yesterday's investigation. I couldn't put my finger on it then, but I think I finally figured it out. Workaholic was never actually murdered. He planned his death from the start, committing suicide by electrocution. Why the stab wounds on his chest then? Not even Gourmet would go that far to punish him, would she? Would she? Looking at you, Gourmet. Wanna, you know, say anything? The girl inquired honestly. Those wounds are actually what gives him away. Seeing them, anyone would assume he was attacked, but a closer look reveals a mistake Renegade would never make. The marks are perpendicular to the ribs. Are they not meant to be that way? The girl asked, head cocked in confusion. She didn't harbor much interest in graphic literature. A perpendicular thrust would catch the ribs and miss the heart. Had a Renegade truly been responsible, the wounds would be parallel. That means these stabs were calculated as not to be fatal. Knowing this makes it very likely that they were Workaholic's own doing. This is all very convincing, coming from incompetent, given his own personal experience with such injuries. Ah! Oh, she reminds me of, who's it? Renge from Oron, because she would do the same thing though. Oh, I think she had red hair too. Is that really something to joke about? The girl asked, testing the waters. I guess I'd prefer it if you laughed. Workaholic's own saliva was found on his wristband as well, which would support the same hypothesis. Naturally, he would have already known removing it would electrocute him to death. If he pulled it off with his teeth, then that must have been his goal. Right, yesterday we assumed that Renegade Detective took the wristband off during the blackout, but that's not what happened. The power struggle, the electrocution, it was all Workaholic's doing. And does that also mean he used the handcuffs to personally restrain himself? Seems like it. Only his arms were actually bound. Okay, well, that makes sense since he was so dead set on killing Renegade. That way he could delay his electrocution and make preparations as needed. I guess Renegade could have been laughing too because I guess like the Duke killed Renegade before Diabolical / Workaholic was like able to. I think that would probably give him a decent amount of satisfaction before, like if he, I guess I don't really know if the caller gives you a warning now, but I could see hypothetically if it was just like, you know, the caller makes like a beeping noise. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die because Workaholic. And then, you know, the Duke comes in and kills him before, and I can totally see him smiling because of that. I guess especially too if he potentially recognized them, but I don't think he would since it seemed like the Duke changed their features over time or something. Unless it was armor and then he took off his mask or something. Think it over and you notice the crime scene was also by the distribution board, putting Renegade in range of a command when he came to mess with it. In short, Workaholic wasn't murdered, rather he orchestrated his own sewer slide, and Renegade unknowingly played right into his scheme. The room falls silent. While I may have just uncovered the truth, it's a difficult reality to accept. We had assumed that he was a victim of tragedy taken by Renegade's hand, but in truth, he was a madman who used Renegade to kill himself. Super slide deliberately. I'm like, I keep trying to remember what YouTube's okay with me saying. It almost makes me wish we never learned what really happened. That is sad. Why would Workaholic go unwillingly into his own life? I mean, girl, you're about to blow us all up. Like, don't you get it? I thought y'all would get each other the most. You know, I guess it's kind of toxic now that I think about it, since she did, like, mess with his body because she was, like, angry. But I was like, Gourmet and Workaholic could potentially be a ship. But is Workaholic actually, he might be, like, married or something, now that I think about it anyways. Why would Workaholic go unwillingly into his own life? But I guess they'd be cute in, like, an AU where Rowdy didn't die. Even going so far as to pin the blame on the Renegade. I guess he intended to kill Renegade by triggering his collar, even if it meant sacrificing himself in the process. Workaholic would have been treated as a murderer if he had made it off this island. That level of infamy would have affected his family, right? Aw, that's sad. So maybe he figured it'd be much better to go out as a murderer victim? Oh man, that's sad. That was his reasoning? He is a father. I try to argue against it, but words fail me. There are likely a number of people who do the same out of love for their family. I love him. He's like, you know, he does it all. He's like sweet and nice and cute, but he's also kind of evil and he's got the fucked up red eyes. This is why I stan. He carried such a dark past, but he raised a family in earnest and did his best to change. It's hard to denounce him, knowing all that. Hey, incompetent. How about we just say that Workaholic was killed by Renegade? What? But that isn't... that's nice. It wouldn't be fair, huh? I mean, he did kill Rowdy, only to meet a mysterious end himself. But even so, I can't see him as a bad guy. I don't want to. Would it really be so unacceptable to report Renegade as the culprit to Alliance HQ? I can't respond. I fully understand Doleful's reasoning. And honestly, thinking about Workaholic makes me want to do the same. I don't know. I get it, but like, I don't know, man. I like, for the family's sake, it's kind of more of my thing. But still, he's married. It's... They're not that serious though, right? They're not that serious. So I still have a chance, right? He's also dead and married. But I can still make it work. I don't think we should do that. What? But why? You really want to pursue his crimes that badly? No, that's not it at all. I don't want to put more blame on workaholic than necessary, but like he did do what he did. But what? I want to express my feelings, but my mouth fails me. We can't go with doleful suggestion. That much I know, but oddly enough, I can't put my thought process into words. Why does the prospect stir up such a negative reaction in me? That's quite enough. We're still in the middle of an investigation. Is now truly the time for a class-wide discussion of morals? Your job at the crime scene isn't to hold panels on ethics. Leave that business to the higher-ups. We've far more pressing matters at hand. Wouldn't you agree? Posh then points her index finger at Techie, teeth bared in a fierce, aggressive expression. And you, Techie, why did you refrain from telling us about Armor being caught on film? It's not my desire to suspect you, but there's a good reason to believe that you're invincible, detective, or counted among his accomplices. Oh shit, here we go. I'm sorry. Okay, I forgive him. Look at how cute he is. How can I not forgive him? I swear I didn't mean any harm by it, and I wasn't trying to trick you guys. He was being weird in the investigation. Like, I should tell the others. Or should I? Oh, I should, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Techie bows his head deeply in apology, then shows us an image on his laptop. What the fuck, bro? Why would you not tell us this? Armor. It really is Armor, so he lived after all. He really is invincible, detective. Man, no wonder he was always like throwing himself to the front lines trying to get himself killed. He knew he couldn't die. We spontaneously shout for joy upon seeing our friend, but the gaping wound in his chest silences us immediately. Okay, I guess they decided not to add that into the sprite. Our eyes had deceived us right before the fall. Armor had been pierced by that SPX, and he's still alive despite that? It's almost like he actually is invincible. I'm sorry, before I went to the surface, I secretly installed a surveillance camera, so we know if Armor was still really out there. I was also responsible for the arrow in the maze. My head kept telling me to give it up, but I just couldn't bring myself to. Okay. So, sure enough, that arrow was your doing. Sure enough, you already knew? Not for certain, but going by the size and shape, anybody would have stuck out while drawing it. Anyone aside from you, that is. It dawned on me that by dragging your tires a certain way, you'd probably make an arrow in the ground. That makes sense, yeah, because I did say it was like kind of like tire, tracks or whatever. Yep, you got me. But moving my wheels with the brakes engaged, I'm able to leave marks, like the ones you saw. Okay. But why didn't you tell us? Learning that he's alive would have been amazing news. But I don't want you guys to not trust my friend. Is that it? Well, like we noted, it's odd that he's still alive, right? I was positive that if I told you up front, you'd all think I was the culprit, so... I'm really super sorry. Techie's voice trembles. Oh no! As tears well up in his eyes. I'm such a sucker. I'm like, guys, come on, let's forgive him. He usually keeps such a level. I think he is being, genuine though. So it's clear that this really has him shaken up. What would Psyche have done for me? What would Psyche have done for me at a time like this? Recalling my fond memories of Psyche, I flashed Techie the most reassuring smile I can muster. It's only natural you'd be upset. Armor protected you, only to get hurt himself. There's no way we'll ever learn the truth unless we ask him directly. So let's find him! Techie nods in silent agreement. I wait for him to calm his breathing. Just like when Psyche did the same for me, watching over me as I struggled with this and that. Do accept my apologies, Techie. I was being so terribly harsh on you. With that, let us collect our bearings and continue this manhunt together. Shall we? Come along. Come along now. Okay, cool. Posh heads to the elevator lobby, dragging Techie and me by our arms. The elevator cabin should still be up above, but oddly enough, the outer gate has been forced open, revealing an endless, yawning abyss below. It would appear that Armor accessed the lift using nothing but pure brawn. What an astounding feat. I see, without the elevator key. I suppose that would be the only other option. Quite the inventive solution. Please, as if Bruce Fort should be considered inventive. At any rate, let's call the elevator down and give chase. We must have just missed each other as he went up. I bet we can still catch him. Oh man, I want to see him so bad. Especially after all this, you know? All this like waiting and looking and searching. Using the elevator, we head above ground and quickly hurry outside the research facility. I nearly cry out in surprise at what confronts us. Oh, black SPX? It's kind of like gray, but whatever. The black SPX! I thought it went somewhere else. The SPX in question is guarding the outside of the heliport, just as it had been the day Psycho was killed. Did Armor, like, enable it? Because we were literally going after him, right? Sketchy. We almost attempt to rush back inside, but then we notice something peculiar. He's not responding to us at all. It seems like he's recharging using that mechanism by the heliport. Maybe he's programmed to stay put while he's filling up his batteries? Okay. According to incompetence theory, this one tracks via smell, right? We've worked up a sweat climbing around, so I'd say we're fairly pungent right now. Isn't it strange that's not even phased? Yeah, definitely. That first time, this thing reacted to us before we could even see it. The red SPX's sensors have a wide range, too. If my theory is correct, there's no way this one shouldn't be picking up our sense right now. Could I have gotten it wrong? Oh, it's gonna go up to it? Kick it in the robot balls? That's what I would do. Hawata! Whoa, why are you smacking it, Posh? That's dangerous. Yeah, should we try to shock it with Shocky Walkie right now or something? Couldn't that help? Consider it payback for earlier. You know, just in case it's on and charging. Like, we don't want it to, stop, finish charging. So, Shocky Walkie, get him out here. We've now confirmed that not even physical touch will arouse it. While it may be charging, does it not seem a bit too defenseless here? Its power is connected, so there must be some other condition it needs to meet before it can begin tracking. What kind of condition, though? My scent tracking theory should be correct. More likely than not, the red SPX tracks using blood, so I wonder if this model also has a specific scent that it responds to. Just as I ponder this, its tread lets out a squeak. Oh god, now get Shocky Walkie out here right now! It gets moving! Oh god. Get back, Doleful. This situation calls for the traditional Pinkerton Baritsu technique. Oh god. Oh no. All of us ready our stances. Oh, but the SPX ignores us, darting off in the direction of neither the research facility nor the manor, but the woods. The fuck? The woods where I was first found? Why would it be going there? And I take a closer look at the ground. There's a trail of tread marks, like the SPX has passed through this area before. This may be the route he's been programmed to follow under standard conditions. Huh. Just going around in circles, surveying the island? So normally it's programmed to patrol around the woods. And the black SPX model was originally designed as a sentry unit. Seeing as he's still being used as a guard here in Morgue, wouldn't his current behavior make sense? I don't know. I say we still kill it, dude. I don't want to give him any chances. I don't care if he's actually cool now. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. Now I see if the idea was to cover areas with low visibility, a machine like that would definitely be a way to go. It's able to charge itself up automatically. As long as there were no targets to pursue, it would be totally harmless. The way it is now. That robot was probably a handy invention for the people who were working at HQ. Still, it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, given how great a danger those things have been to us. I'd pass out if I ran into one of those guys in the woods. They make an excellent defense against anyone trying to infiltrate the island, that's for sure. Going off what we know, they repeat the same route over and over again, but will pursue any identified targets without end. Maybe he left the manor's premises and returned to his standard programming because the rain cleansed the air of any residual scent particles? I don't know, man. If he uses the same tech as Sniffy Whiffy, he probably has issues maintaining proper cleanliness and ventilation. Okay, maybe? I guess he would know more about it than any of us. So any traces it could have used to detect us disappeared with the rain. I say we kill it. Just just kill it right now. If we were in an enclosed space like the maze or the manor, that'd be a different story, but it's not so lucky with the outdoors. Yeah, with the outdoors, there's so many scents, you know what I mean? It would definitely need like a certain scent, you know? I feel like blood is probably like the best way to track like humans, you know what I mean? But I mean, there's gonna be like pollen, flowers, grass, animals farting. There's tons of scents on the outside. I attach a transmitter to the SPX in case he strays from his route. Let's keep looking for armor for now. At that moment, we hear a tremendous crash from the mountaintop manor. Oh shit. That sound! Oh god, is that armor dying? Is he blowing up the manor? That must have been armor. Sparing not even a single moment, we sprint towards Gorgamgast. You know, even if we find armor dead, I'm not gonna believe that he's actually dead at this point. 9 hours remain until our collars detonate. I'm gonna save really quickly. Yes, stabby wabby tracks farting raccoons. I'm dead. 9 hours remain until our collars detonate. Oh my god. As it should. It feels like we haven't been to the manor's entrance hall in ages. In the center of the room is... armor. Pinned beneath the chandelier. Is he gonna play dead? I know you're invincible detective armor. I don't know, man. Thank you, big chunk of weeby, unending suspicion for old men. How could you say that? And also, we confirmed that he's actually 12. Or wait, what was his actual age? He's actually 16. He's just cosplaying as an old man. That way it all aligns up, you know, and he's still whatchamacallit. He's still the quartering duke. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. Armor pinned beneath the chandelier. I don't know, man. I don't think he's dead. Bro, this is like the 5th time he's died. Are y'all still believing it? Armor. No. Just when we thought he was alive. Just when I thought I could talk to him again. This is too much to bear. With trembling legs, I approach him and touch his metal suit. Suddenly, hey, see, I told y'all! What the fuck, he's alive? He can't die. My man lives through everything. Ugh. So incompetent and company! Oh my goodness, giving us a hug. Oh, look at you. Now I feel bad for suspecting you. You're just as cute as ever. Unless it's an act. Nah, it's probably not. I don't know, man. I don't want to mistrust Armor because he's so cute and so sweet and so dumb. But it's been really hard with everything that's going on. Armor hugs me with all his might. Summer's day, 'tis good to see you all well. Search as I may high and low, I wasn't able to find you. Oh, how wrought with worry I was. Well, I guess, yeah, his D-pad was, like, undeactivated or whatever, so... You know, he might be okay. He might be good. I'm gonna choose to trust him, I guess. I get it. Please, let go, please. My denouement's about to go off. Nay, I say, nay, let us revel in this moment, for we are alive and unharmed. I do think he's invincible detective, though. It's the only way that explains him not dying. He shan't be for much longer if you keep embracing him so. Unhand him, you oaf. He's the heartbeat, too. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where was I seeing those? Was I about to die? Is that why I was seeing Rowdy and Mystic in the... Come join us. Watto, you're on the brink of death. Come join us in heaven at Walmart. Oh my god. I'm dead. Literally. Well, almost dead. I saw the other side for a second. Oh man, so many low prices. I nearly avoid passing away. His armor finally releases me from his death grip. That was a close one. I could have sworn I saw Mystic and the others waving me over. That chandelier fell directly on you. Are you all right? Yeah, for real. Plus, you were already wounded when you fell into that pit. You sure your body's doing okay? 'Tis but a flesh wound. Oh, is he like based off of that scene in Monty Python? Now that I think about it, it would all make sense. It would all make sense if that was the case. Thank you, Karu, Mickey Lover, Team L. Now we have armor in case of another SPS. Oh, thank God, dude. You know, that's the one thing that's going to be hard for me to forgive him about. Where were you, Armor, when I was suffering? When I was suffering in that mini game, I needed you. I needed you there, man. Oh, man, thank you for the dono, though, Kira. Appreciate it. Oh, bubbling chandelier is no match for a carapace of steel. What's more, there was a hot spring situated at the bottom of my dissension. My wounds... My wounds were mended by dint of its curative properties. Oh, yeah, sure. The healing springs. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, my God. Yeah, we discovered that ourselves a bit ago. You were really lucky to survive all that. Fee was at that gulf thrice deep. It took me a considerable amount of time to clamber out. Man, him versus that one SPX, it's just like an immovable object against an unstoppable force. Like, neither of them can die. Your vitality is remarkable, I said. Grieving your loss was a complete waste of tears. The girl said with a sigh. Brutal. But wait, you were stabbed in the chest by the red SPX. It seemed like it struck your heart. Are you sure you're all right? This preserved me. Is that your D-pad? Oh. Armor produces a heavily damaged D-pad from his pocket. Okay. I figured it could be something like that with the heart stab, but it just seems so deep, you know what I mean? Thank you, big chunk of Weeby, unending suspicion for old men. Weeby is truly the best unpaid Walmart sponsor. I basically am a Walmart sponsor, dude. I don't even really shop there that much, man. I shop at Kroger. I'm dead. Thank you for the dono, appreciate ya. Armor produces a heavily damaged D-pad from his pocket. Its state is a testament of how lethal an SPX's attack can be, even for armor and his defenses. I wasn't even its target, but the thought makes me shudder all the same. In sooth, this D-pad belonged to Lady Ideal. I mentioned that I went to confirm whether she was alive or not, yes. I humbly took her device at the time, so as to bear it as a good luck charm. Lo and behold, it obstructed the SPX's blade immaculately. With it, I narrowly escaped mine own demise. I cannot express my gratitude to Lady Ideal enough. As a token of thanks, I buried her in a spot where she could overpeer the ocean. Oh, that's so sweet. Man, I should have never suspected you, man. You're a real homie. Once this ordeal is over, I ask that you pay her your respects. I do want to learn more about what we saw on that RT. Wait, so that's why you went above ground and moved Ideal's body? What other motive would there be? Well, we feel like dicks. Me too. We look at one another, an awkward smile plastered on each of our faces. He really isn't much of a thinker, but despite it all, doing what he did is just part of his nature. Yeah, I guess it makes sense he would look like... He wouldn't think about looking suspicious or not. He just does what his heart tells him to do, you know what I mean? Is he not invincible detective since the D-pad saved him? But like... I don't know. I just feel like nobody else will live through all this. You know what I mean? Freely moving bodies around a crime scene is inconceivable for a detective, but it's hard to be upset about it. All I can really do is laugh. Whatever's the matter, have I committed yet another grievous blunder? Don't worry, I will take my own life. No, put down the knife. Put down the knife, Armor. It's fine. I'm already over it. You're just a little sussy, that's all. I can't help but chuckle as I respond. That's not a crime. Giving it some thought, there's no way someone as kind as Armor could be invincible detective. Believe it or not, we were looking for you because we suspected you might be the mastermind, Armor. Mary, come up! 'Twould be impossible to concoct a murder scheme with such mental faculties as mine. Not to boast, but they are quite for... Not to boast? It's the opposite of boasting. Yeah, that might just patently obvious to a painful degree. Now, moving on from this lummox here, we're back at square one, are we not? Moreover, we've circled all the way around to Gorgamgast, the very place this all began. Oh, the bitter irony. Yeah, no kidding, but I think this is a good opportunity. Let's all investigate the manor again. We still don't know who murdered Senior Detective after all. Are we finally gonna find that out, dude? Wait, that reminds me. Didn't downtown fill the building with poisonous gas? How are we breathing in here? I checked, and there isn't enough on the first floor to harm us. I topped off my decontaminants at the lab, so we can neutralize any danger zones. It looks like the second floor still has toxic fumes, though, so it'd be better not to go up. Let's keep our secret here, or search here at ground level.
Though I fail to grasp our current situation, I shall lend you mine aid, if there is any way I may service you.
Oh, I get to move you again. Aw, I'm so glad he's back, dude.
If there is any way I may service you, your wish is my command.
For now, try not to activate any more traps. And that isn't a setup for some gag, all right? The girl said, wary of incoming punchlines.
Why don't we disarm the falling chandelier? It'll be bad news if it gets triggered again, and lands on anyone other than armored.
You also just leave it on the floor, right?
Content, a most excellent idea. I may yet draw breath, but were anyone else to get ensnared by its knavery, it could have been decidedly lethal. You narrowly escaped it. So incompetent, your luck is unmatched. Although I suppose fortune similarly favored Lady Downtown.
Well, not later. Downtown was lucky too? What do you mean?
Have I neglected to mention this? Lady Downtown was the first of our company to arrive. I had attempted to keep pace, but could only trail behind her, arriving second. Had you not opened the door first, Lady Downtown would have met with a crushing end. Mayhaps that was the reason behind her favor for you.
So Downtown was the actual target. Okay. That's right. Why hadn't I noticed it before? Just as Psyche theorized, there were meant to be 2 victims in the case of Dismembered Detective before I disrupted the plan. Which means he wouldn't have had intended first victim. He would have had an intended first victim, but to think it was her, the Duke's very own ally. Yeah, I was like, why would he target his own ally? Seems kind of strange. The quartering Duke attempted to dispose of Downtown alongside Cedar Detective, but why? This, that, and so much else. It was all quite an ordeal.
What? Both Sir Renegade and Sir Workaholic at once? But that means it must have been the work of the Duke, does it not?
And they kind of killed each other. Another professional, thank you. My headcanon. Armor is the Black Knight's son. He's so OP. From that movie, or was there a character called Black Knight in this? I was born stupid. I apologize. Or are you thinking from I was like, it's been a while since I've seen that movie too. I just remember that scene where he was like, "'Tis but a flesh wound." It would make sense though. It would make fucking sense though. Oh man, he really would. If you cut off all of Armor's limbs, he's still gonna be like just hopping around. While I'm all over the facts, and thank you for the donation, by the way, appreciate you. While I'm over the facts in my head, Armor yelps in shock as Posh quickly fills him in on the events of the past few days.
By my troth, he will find no mercy from me. Yet again, he slays 2 in 1 fell swoop. 'Tis utterly reprehensible.
The Monty Python character. Okay, yeah, I got it then. I just wanted to double check. I was like, just in case. I feel like there's just like so much like, I don't know, when you look at the lexicon, there's so many like little things in here that I'm like, I forget about, even the ones I've read. Oh my god, there's so much more that I haven't looked at yet.
Good people, lend me your ears, I shall give unto you mine armor. My flesh I shall bar nothing in the name of your safety.
Actually, Armor, we figured out just a bit ago that Renegade's death was Workaholic's doing. He staged the whole thing and put on a show of... Wait, put on a show? Suddenly it hits me like a bolt from the blue. The common thread among the quartering Duke cases... Oh my goodness, Peanut, you okay? What are you doing, little guy? I think he just kind of scared himself. The toy's been there for a while, little buddy. Why scare you all of a sudden? You ever see like sometimes cats, when they get scared, they just like hop on like all 4, like all 4 like limbs. They're like, that's what he did. You okay, buddy? You get scared. You get scared, little guy. You get scared, little man. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. Say hi, everybody on stream. He says hi. He says hi. The common thread among the quartering Duke cases is that there is always 2 simultaneous victims. Oh, interesting. I've been so fixated on solving the case I didn't notice, but Armor's right. The Paradox murders fit the same pattern. Is it just coincidence, or was it premeditated by Workaholic, who would hope to pin the blame on Renegade Detective? I get the feeling we're missing some crucial detail here. Hey, buddy. What's up, little man? What's up? Oh, you're like just out of the camera view, Peanut. Come on, let everybody see you. He likes to roll around when I pet him. He's so cute. The method in which Senior was killed was clearly meant to evoke the quartering Duke, so why was there only one victim? Maybe you were meant to be the victim all along, incompetent, and you just avoided it through sheer luck? No, the Duke wouldn't have known about my presence to begin with. There must have been some reason he would sacrifice downtown. Huh? Trust in yourself. I recall Saika's final message to me. I get the sense that I'm close to the heart of this case. I just know it. Well, seeing as we're already here, let's review our first case, the dismembered detective. According to our D-pads, it took place 9 days ago, around 9 o'clock. Aside from incompetence, we all gathered on Nanase Island, the one closest to morgue. About 3 hours later, we arrived on morgue and discovered the corpses in the research lab. We then spent some time examining and IDing the bodies. I woke up and arrived at the manor about an hour before that. At probably around 11 or so, I set off to the entrance hall, trap, and lost consciousness. During that time, the following people were sent to the manor by Ideal. Workaholic, doleful, techie, downtown, rowdy, and armor, recalled the girl. God, we've lost so many people. Yep, we got to the manor right at 1 o'clock. When we found Incompetent passed out there, we spoke for a bit before deciding to work together. After that, Rowdy sniffed out a knife in this room. We then used Sniffy Whippy to follow the traces of blood, leading us towards the hidden passage. Okay, God. It's like kind of nice to refresh my memory and all this stuff. And here's where we discovered how to open the passage. I remember it so clearly. Workaholic used his experience to locate it, and Doleful risked his life to discover the trap inside. I was so impressed by how amazing the DA was. Armor, I'm so glad you're back. Oh no, I didn't do anything. I mean, Armor was the one who actually cut the wire saw.
Nonsense! I witnessed you press on. Even while wounded, my heart would not halt its quaking for you, Sir Doleful. Quaking heart.
Once we made it through the passage, that's where we found Old Man. We discovered the dismembered corpse of Senior Detective. What even is this room supposed to be? The body's since been removed, but the massive bloodstains left behind serve as a grim reminder of the horrific scene. Now that I think about it, this is where everything had been set in motion. Senior Detective brought me to this island, yet we had barely even spoken before his death. There's no question the chandelier killed him, but given the nature of the trap, anyone could be the culprit. We still don't know who did it. Yeah, I remember his was kind of confusing. I remember getting kind of confused during like the trial. The trick itself was simple, but there hasn't been a more difficult case to solve. Let's scan the manor one last time. Everyone. I can't tell if I should stop here or do like a little bit more, maybe. What do the mods or people who have played this think? Is this a good place to stop or should I wait? Just because I feel like if I do the investigation, I have to do like the trial portion. I can't tell if the trial portion is going to be like long for this one though, since we're like, you know, finally going back to this case. I feel like this is really important. Granted, I did think the other one was going to be longer. I feel like I thought we were gonna like make these huge like revelations about how the Duke actually killed Renegade and like kind of learn more about it, but we didn't really, you know what I mean? Peanut. I can pet Peanut in the meantime. What's up, buddy? What's up, Melania? What's up? You sad because Daddy not here? He usually has his dad to hang out with when I'm streaming, but he seems sad. At the investigation trial, there's a rather long sequence. Getting close to the trial and the trial. I'd say it's short, but if you want to go to trial, master trigger warning. So there's like a short trial, then there's a long trial, I think. I can't go to the end today. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. I gotta have dinner with my boyfriend's family later. But I could probably do maybe the investigation on like a short trial or something. You might notice something that we previously overlooked. It's now or never. We're going to solve the mystery of Senior Detective's death. Are we? Armor, those bodies. Are they? After this investigation begins the last trial sequence. So is it last investigation, rest, long dialogues? Oh, it's the last investigations? Okay. After this investigation, the ending is near. I have a YouTube video with the New Game Plus stuff I can send you that gives you more residue thoughts that are only New Game Plus stuff. Yeah, I was going to look at that after. If you don't want to end it off the bit where it reveals the Duke, then it's best to end here. Okay. It might be good to end it here then, actually, if that's the case. Okay, sorry, guys. I feel like I always go so back and forth at the end. But it might be good to end here just because, yeah, I'm not totally sure. I don't think I can play, like, super late tonight, but we can definitely finish it out next week. And we can also, whatchamacallit, because I was, like, thinking, I feel like the senior detective thing is going to be really important, honestly. And we're kind of close to 3 hours. That's kind of normal for the streams. But sorry, guys. I know. Sorry. I hate to get your hopes up because I'm like, we should. No, we shouldn't. We should. No, we should. But yeah, it might be best too if we're going to get like a reveal after the investigation. But thanks, guys, for stopping by. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week with this. And yeah, we'll beat the game. And then maybe do some of the residual thoughts and stuff too if we have time. I'm not really sure, I guess, exactly how much longer we have in this game, but if it's only like 2 hours or something, then I think I'm cool with doing some of the New Game Plus stuff afterwards. But yeah, thanks guys for stopping by, and I will see you next week. We'll also be doing some more He Artless Deceit, which has been super fun so far. And yeah, I should have a new video going up this week. I played all of Five Nights at Freddy's last night, and it was horrifying. So I'll try to edit that and get that up this week sometime too for you guys to enjoy. But yeah, thanks guys, and cue the outro. Bye.